Make sure ain't no TT. We really showing, honey. Yes, honey. Mm. Yes, honey. We're not matching today, but you know I don't give a fuck. I'm feeling very colorful tonight, honey. Hey, when my baby that's my partner, look the other way. Okay, listen. So I'm stopping by here tonight, y'all. Listen, I put on this lipstick because I'm like, let me see if this goes. I'm thinking a very colorful rainbow, feeling very, queen of the rainbow kids. I don't know. But either way, it don't match, but I love it, bitch. I tell y'all, I'm not about coordination, honey. I'll wear polka dots and stripes and leopard print with zebra print, bitch. If I want to wear it, bitch, I'm a motherfucking wear it. Okay, I'm like a titanium coated blade, bitch. Who you doing? Come on in here, Jolly L. How you doing? So listen, of course, I want to stop right here very quickly. Listen, I'm not done being dressed. I want to give my little 2 cents on this because, of course, I have 2 readings lined up for tonight. It's only about 6:05 here. So either way, I wanted to talk about some things that I'm really not shocked about. And before I go into this, I want to say this video is made in part possible by my people. Those of you who buy products, those of you who, pay for services, and especially those of you who send in donations and your little gifts. So I want to say thank you so much. You let me do what I need to do. And also I want to say this too. I went down to my P.O. box today, y'all. And guess what I got in the mail today? Bitch! Let this go by. Let this go by, honey. So I go to my P.O. box today, y'all. And somebody bought me some motherfucking, what are these? Air something, honey. Jordan Airs, bitch. Girl. I know who it is. But I just have to say thank you so much for this. I really do love these. I'm not really a fan of name brand shit like that, honey. I'm about saving your coin and spending on things that are very more important, like paying off your debt and shit. But listen, I don't turn down gifts. Love this, honey. Listen, I hope that this matches with my outfit and shit. My shit that I got coming. Anyway, so jumping into this. So there is some shit going on. And I hit somebody up, but I said, girl, if she decides to come in here, maybe we could do something down the line about this. But I just want to talk about this very quickly because, of course, this has been on my mind. This has been on my mind since day one. Okay. Day one, since this foolery has come into play. Okay. I like to say, I think that everyone has their own lane. Okay. And that's fine. Everyone has their own lane and you should stay in your lane. Okay. If you're good at, being a model, stay that. If you're good at being an actress, stay that. If you're good at being a singer, stay that. Dancer, stay that. If you're good at being a porn star, stay that. Okay. This whole I'm going to do whatever I need to do just because coin is involved, it's played out. It's really not cute. And in the end, you gain the money, but you have nothing else to show for that. You have the money, but you don't have friends. You're not going to have people around you that genuinely, truly support you. So going into that, I've seen stuff on the internet. You guys have to excuse my bed too, bitch. Girl, we're always doing something, honey. So anyway, so things happen. And, people, I'm going to be kind of jumping here and there. But people were coming for me because I was not a fan of one of the people because they're so-called transgender. Allegedly, they're transgender. And I'm going to say allegedly because allegedly, everyone can use words. They can call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. It's not my business. What you got going on have nothing to do with what I got going on. And that's just what it is. So a girl, which I think she was just being a troll. I think she was being a messy-ass troll, as a few people were upset at me because when this whole group fell out, the trans woman and the woman, when they fell out, they were like, you need to have that girl's back. She's a sister like you and blah, blah, blah. And I tell people, I don't take sides. I'm about people's character. And I don't care what you try to cover yourself with. Makeup, people, You know, that for a woman who's a lesbian who dates a man to make it seem like she's heterosexual. I think they call that a beard. So that is a form of covering up, okay? So going even to having fake friends or people around you to make it seem like you're somebody that you're really not. All that goes into that little facade shit. And like I said, when I see people, I see that. Okay, I see through the fuckery. I see through the fakeness. I know exactly who, what, when, where, and why. And that's why I said before, I keep my circle small. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care who you're connected to. I don't care who you may know. I'm not going to kiss ass for one. And for two, I'm not going to be fake. And I don't deal with people that do that shit just to get coin. When in reality, you could do anything under the sun to get that. But being fake in the process, like I said, girl, I have no respect for people who do that at all. So anyway, going into that, I saw some shit going on and I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. And like I said, sideline, when this person was doing adult stuff, because we talked about this before and we'll go back into this, okay? I've done cam shows. I've done escorting. Okay, I've done many, many things to do with the adult industry. Okay, I've been nominated for awards. I've received awards. I've been invited to functions. I've been invited to even do porn scenes and stuff. And me, myself, I just don't see myself doing that unless, of course, I own everything. That's just me. On top of that, like I said, it's fun. I see it as a therapeutic thing. I'm not trying to become a pro porn star or pro escort. You know, that was never my intention. So people would come in and you guys, like, they would be like, listen, you look like blah, 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 blah. And I don't see it. And there's no cut-ins at all. I don't see it. I don't see before. I don't see after. Because, you know, mamas, you know, there was a before and an after, as we all have a before and after. But I said, no, ma'am, I don't see that. So, of course, you know, I needed some coin. Okay, my car needed like $10,000 worth of repairs. And I needed that quickly because, bitch, I was not going to be without my car for longer than a month. And I said, fuck, man, like, what can I do? So, of course, people were like, I can help, you know, and we're just going to say this right here. Okay. I got my car, my current car, my first car I've ever had, just to point out there, because I had a fear of driving. Okay. I was in a bad car accident at 12 years old that basically made me afraid of driving. Even being in the passenger seat of people's cars, I was very, very afraid of that. So going into that, my car that I got, how I even got the car, was a retired football player sent me some coin, and that's how I got my car. And I'm saying this because it's all loops up, right? So I get that, all the good stuff, bam, 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 come on out, and I had a girlfriend at the time that I was like, girl, we should go. You know, we should do it. You know, because he's like, yeah, I want to meet you and your friend. But in my mind, I know exactly what he wanted. He wanted some type of three-way with, you know, two beautiful trans women. And I was like, girl, bye. Anyway, fast forwarding. So people would come out the woodwork. Is it woodwork or is it Woodworth? People would come out the works and they would say, you know, they would be like, hey, ooh, you know, I can help you. I can do this. I can do that. And that's fine, because obviously that's why you do that. You want to be spoiled. You want to be, you know, oh yeah, Daddy, take care of me. But anyway, they would come and they would say, you remind me of BB de Boo 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 Doo. And I'm just like, mama, no cut-ins, but it's not there. Okay, I don't see it, sis. And it was to the point to where even like somebody hit me up, which I will not mention any names, and was like, listen, we could do this. We can turn this into something greater and bigger. You think you have 60,000, this and that. We can triple that. We'll call you, you know, something Barbie. So it sounds cute, you guys. But I said no, because I always think about my future. Like, things will always come back and bite you. All the decisions you make will always come back and bite you. Okay. Those saying is, you made the bed, now you have to lay in it. Everything you do is working towards something, whether you know that or not. So I was just like, bitch, I don't want this shit to come back and bite me. So, you know, I'm kindly rejected. And then, of course, somebody else hit me up, okay, on Twitter. And he was like, I'm trying to do with the, y'all, and it was just trying to get in my lap, and he's not getting in my lap. He gonna try this whole damn time, y'all. I might as well just let him. He gonna try this whole motherfucking time. Yeah. Anyway, so fast forwarding. The guy was like, listen, I need you to do. No, thank you. Okay, we'll give you this amount of money. In fact, the amount that they offer me, they do not offer Black porn stars, for one. For two, they do not offer it to Black trans porn stars. For 3, the money that they offer it to people are usually established. Now, I've been established in the escorting stuff. I told you guys there's things that go down, you know. I've been established in that, girl. People from over there in the Midwest, the South, all the good shit, girl. They were wanting me to come out there, girl, willing to book plane tickets and all that good shit, girl. We got emails to show all that if you need it. Okay, if you need it, mama. Okay. And we've been established in the cam stuff. But in the porn stuff, I'm not established, because even people would ask, you know, when are you going to do a video? We want to see a video of this snap. Ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ah. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. So fast forwarding, like I said, they offered me a certain amount. And I'm like, I don't see that, because I'm always about business. Okay, you're going to give me $700. That was the first offer. You're going to give me $700 to film a scene that's going to probably take about 10 to 16 hours to record, right? On a flip side of recording is 10 to 16 hours for $700, which I can make that escorting probably in like 2 clients, probably maybe 1 client, because sometimes, you know, clients will bring you more money, like 3,000 and shit. So anyway, so I'm like, I don't know about that. So then he's like, oh, 700, because I'm like, okay, 700, you're probably going to get a lot of people that's going to come and see it, because a lot of them know me on cam and the other stuff, and they want to see me in action. So they're going to come. You're going to get like $20 subscriptions. You're going to get it from at least 20,000 people. Okay, at least 20,000 people. So 20,000 times 20. That's how much money your production company is going to make off of me. Initially, guaranteed within the first year, guaranteed initially, right? But all I'm getting is $700. So I told him, you know, is there something we could work out to where, you know, I could get some type of, you know, deal to where, you know, I get commission. I get 10% of everything that's sold. And then I was like, that's not how we work. We don't do that. That's not how the industry works. You get paid a flat rate. You sign a contract, a consent form, a release form, and then we deal with everything else. And I just wasn't a fan of that, because I know a girl right now who is from California who dominated the doll industry, and she actually retired since then, right? Like when I was getting into the scene and knowing girls and stuff, she was exiting out. She was exiting out, darling. And girl, that was like, damn, 2005. Okay. So she decided she didn't want to do it no more. In fact, I think she has a kid too. And she's like, listen, I don't want to do no more. So she was actually fighting with these people to take down her shit. And they wouldn't. And in fact, if you go to this website right now, they still have this video up, girl. And her scene is like so old, y'all. From what she was saying, it was from 1998. Girl, that's 20, yeah, what? That's like 20-some years ago, girl. Girl. So anyway, they do that. And I say, no, I'm not a fan of that. Yes, it does give you notoriety. Yes, it does get you clout. But at the end of the day, girl, this is not what I want to do permanently. My ultimate goal is the ultimate goal, and it's not that. So fast forward, like I said, people wanted me to be branded off a imitation of this individual. And I was not a fan of that, because I felt like, first of all, you're already trying to discriminate against me because we're both transgender women, and you're trying to say that we all look alike and we all can be the exact same thing. For 2, you're trying to put me in a box and you're trying to limit me. And for 3, you're playing me like I'm fucking stupid, as if I'm going to accept $700, which end up doubling to $1,500. And then they promised me 2 scenes, which would be $3,000 in total. I will make this once in Vegas, and then the other one will be shot somewhere in the Midwest. I'll keep it there. And they cover, well, they have me think they cover everything. But I have another girlfriend who bit the bait, and girl, they deducted everything from it. Girl, they booked her plane ticket, they booked her hotel, bitch, they covered her food. Y'all, when they cut that check, they said, bitch, this is your base pay. Girl, they took out the plane ticket. They took out our hotel fee, the little fees they cover, all that good shit, girl, including the deposit they get back. I said, no, ma'am. No, I'm glad I didn't do it. So anyway, I got out of that. Okay. And even going into like some of my sisters who still do the stuff, they're like, girl, we haven't seen you in a while. You don't do this stuff anymore. Are you afraid? Because No, bitch. To be honest with you, I got tired of being pressured. I got tired of being bugged. I got tired of being just, girl, just it's draining. Like you get up, you want to do your stuff, you want to perform, and then you just have emails. Hey, do you want to do a scene? Hey, they got this. Hey, there's some coming up. Hey, there's this guy. Hey, there's this new guy. You guys will be great together. And at the time, there was this guy that was coming out too. I don't know where he's been. I don't know how he's doing now, but he was getting in the industry as well, and he was becoming very hot. So they were like, girl, like this would be your chance to be where you want to be at. I'm like, girl, that's not where I want to be at though. Okay. It'd be a good stepping stone, but I don't see myself being that. And anybody who sees themselves being a pro stripper, a pro porn star, pro escort, because there's girls there that have been escorted for 30 plus years, and there's no dig or no cut-ins on them, but that's not what I wanted. And I'm still into the adult stuff, and I'm not completely done with the adult stuff. I want to put that out there. But I am not a fan of being in a schedule and doing those things because you have to. I no longer have to do that no more. Come on in here. Come on in here. Hallelujah. Oh, come on in here. So anyway, so fast forwarding. Girl, there was just a lot of shit going on. So of course, I've always watched this person because people say, girl, you remind me of, ooh, girl, you boo, 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 you boo. And like I said, I saw this person doing great things. I said, okay, this bitch is doing it. There was music videos dropping. I used to bang one of the music videos. And I used to, shake it and twerk it and bam, bam, and get up and shit. Because, people, when you see wasting up, people always think I'm this fat bitch or whatever the case they may think it is. And then when I stand up and they see that the stomach is almost flat and they see the back and they see where it's really at, then they're like, wait a minute, well, hold, hoodoo. That's why I don't really like taking pictures of shit, because I'm not going to get a full shot every time I take a picture, just to show you that I'm not some 300-pound fucking tranny. Okay, no cut-ins. I'm just saying. So I saw this person making their little moves, like, oh, so cute. Oh my God, it's so catchy. Oh, I want it. So then girls would try to throw shade and be like, girl, you want to be here so bad. No, I don't, bitch. In any way, shape, or form, I don't. And there's no digs in that. There's no cut-ins on that. But I don't see myself, once again, starting and me being the star. I could see me doing some type of production or whatever and teach people how to do it and be good at it. But me being the star, me being this and doing this now, I'm not a fan of that. Okay. And when I tell you that, anyway, I want to go into that because it's not really y'all business. So there was a little fallout that went on. And like I said, I did not take any sides because the person who is against this person is also an insecure, hurt individual. I think they're both insecure. I think they're both hurt. And that's what attracted them in the first place. Okay. And it's just my personal opinion about it. So this person on the flip side, not the trans, the other person have called, racial slurs against, Caucasians. She's been very derogatory with that. She's been insulting to trans people, gay people, and all this other good stuff. And I tell people that I see all that, right? And it's kind of like a little 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum, a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum. I hate you. They don't really hate you, right? And I see that. I see like this little girl, because wherever you get hurt at, that's how you will always be. Okay. And that's why I tell my people, it's so important to get healing. It's so important to release. It's so important to let go of any traumatic experience you ever had, because wherever that traumatic experience happened in your life, you will stay there emotionally. You will stay there mentally. And although you age physically, you revert back to that each time something happens. So going into that, I see that person acting out and doing things. So although they're doing that, I still see a loving person underneath all that. I see a person who's been hurt, displaying the hurt that they've been through. I see somebody, was trying to find a way, trying to find themselves. And then the flip side of that, those demons just keep coming out. And this is why I think this person sought after, some ancient stuff, and this is why she's sought after, and you see her, rocking certain hairstyles and all that good stuff and being educated on the culture. But you guys got to also remember this too. She was once a part of the same people she talked about, because you had a record label, you had a record deal once upon a time. You had shit going on, and you were even with somebody who was up there, that's part of a family dynasty. And so for you to even be a part of that, there's some type of level of involvement that you have to become in that industry in order to get there. Because, girl, there's people that can write better, that can sing better, that looks better, that can rap better, and they have never got there. They're never going to have that opportunity. So you have to do something to get there. So I'm looking at you sideways like, sis, now that you're not accepted no more because you sabotaged your own self. You know, you have clips out there of you hating on women and you're a woman yourself. You have stuff out there of you attacking other black women and you're a black woman yourself. Like, it's just crazy. And then now that it's coming back around full circle, now you've changed, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, I think she needs help. I think she needs to seek help, and I think that you will see a whole bunch of difference. But anyway, going into this thing with them, I never thought she was a problem. I always knew that this other person was, okay? And it's not really my business, but I'm gonna talk about this because people have hit me up about this and I've got messages and shit, and girl, okay? So I feel like I need to talk about it. So I always thought that this person was the problem, and only because I've paid attention to some things. This person is a trans woman. This person has worked in the doll industry. I think that we all do things for a different motive, a different situation. I didn't get into the adult industry to get validation, to get love, to get attention, to get acceptance. I got into it because, once again, I mind my business. I would be in the grocery stores. I would be doing my thing. I wasn't even into the sexual stuff. But because I am an alternative type of person, people will automatically equate taboos and desires with someone like me. So people would see that, and they would be like, I love you. I want to be with you. You're I see you being my wife, just to get in my pants. And I was so smart to say, I feel like this is a fetish. I feel like this is really who you are. Hold on, you bitch. We're about to embarrass somebody right now. Give me one motherfucking minute. What do you want? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello?
How are you?
I'm not good. Why you want on my phone?
I just called you 2 times.
Right, but you're blowing it up though.
My bad. Are you busy?
Yes, I am busy.
Okay, because I just tried to text you to call me.
Okay, so apparently I'm busy and you're blowing up my phone.
Alright, can you give me a call back?
Maybe.
Dang, you're in a bad mood.
No, you blew up my phone, and like I said, I don't like that. Call me, leave a voicemail, text me. This is why I turned this on. This one been off for like 3 months. The power been off. I've been paying the bill, but it's been off. I haven't even checked on the voicemails. I have a lot of voicemails. I haven't even checked them. So I'm just like, what?
Are you in town?
Am I what?
Are you in town?
But why? Why are you asking me in town for?
Are you like going to be available?
No. Unless you got the Spirit of God with you. No. You got the Spirit of God with you?
Always.
Oh, please. I gotta go. Bitch. Girl. I'm getting kind of hot up in here, y'all. Whew, and I'm naked and I'm still hot. Anyway. So, fast forwarding. This situation, I saw this individual, like I said, I've seen this person is also trans. And like I said, we get into the doll industry for different reasons. Mine was, I saw it as a way of, okay, bitch, you want to play me? I can play that game as well. I tell you guys, I have a very dominant personality that comes across very much like I'm a bitch. And I'm really not. But I'm not going to let you take advantage of me. When I was a kid, people disrespected me. They took advantage of me. They thought I wasn't going to do shit until I got mollywopped. When they got mollywopped, which took a lot to get me there, they learned their lesson. So like I said, I did this because, bitch, you're going to use me for what you think that I can offer you. So what I want is money. I don't care about dick. I can get that anywhere. I don't care about you liking me and I'm thinking you're cute because I can get a man. I don't have a problem getting that. The only thing you can offer me that I possibly cannot get if I go on an actual date up front is motherfucking cash. So that's what I want. So listen, let's do ABC. Everything was a negotiation. So this person have done interviews, and I could pull these clips if y'all need me to down the line. They did a interview with a gay magazine called The Advocate, I believe. And the interview, and they even went on a show with a man who do not like the LGBT community. Let's go there. This is why I've not been a fan of this person, because this person is so-called transgendered, but they've over and over and over again allowed people who are close to them disrespect trans people. On top of disrespecting trans people, they have made a mockery of it, and them too have entertained that bullshit. So going into this, okay, they've done an interview with a gay publication, and they said, I wanted to be a woman because I wanted to emulate my mother. I loved my mother enough that I wanted to emulate her. Not verbatim, but that's what they said. And I'm just like, what kind of bullshit is that? What shit is this, sis, that you only want to be a woman because you want to be your mama? That's some weird, freaky shit right there, if you ask me. That's some weird, freaky shit. You wanted to be a woman to emulate your mother because you loved your mother so much. Girl, were you sexually into your mother too? Like, that's some weird shit there. That's just my personal opinion. There's some weird shit going on there. But going into that interview, I was already looking like, oh, sis, I will never want to meet her. I will never want to sit with her. I would never want to associate myself with that person. Because me being a trans person, me going through the shit that I've been through legally, publicly, and privately, and to see and know that there's trans people out there that are committing suicide, that are doing things to themselves, mutilating themselves because they cannot fit in. And for you to be someone who's been known in that industry and also now the mainstream industry, and not be that voice of reason, not saying you have to, but to actually entertain people who oppose that shit and actually give them fire, give them fuel to keep doing it. Bitch, I don't fuck with you, and I will never fuck with you. So keep going on. Time went on, shit just kept unfolding to where they were having guests on their show who were making fun of, once again, the trans experience. He, she, we, and I'm just a nigga. I don't care. At the end of the day, I still got a dick. Then you have the females who are associated with that individual. Well, I mean, they just mad because he speaks the truth. And I'm just like, girl, no, they're okay. First of all, those women are okay with you because you're not a threat to them in any way, shape, or form. You're not attractive. They don't think that you're competition physically. And then also you're not really into what they're into. So they're like, girl, bye. I don't even got to fuck with him because he's already exposing his tea. So there's not a threat there. Okay, so that's why they're befriending you. And I kind of think of it as this. I'm not even being funny. A lot of gay boys, and I hope I'm not exposing no tea here, but a lot of gay boys will befriend overweight women. Okay, and I think because there's no competition there. And I like I said, I'm not cut in. You could do your research on that. Okay. So it's the same analogy to me that someone who really does not fuck with the LGBT community will mess with someone who's trans or gay who disowns that. Well, I'm not threatened by him because he don't really care for gays neither. So, whoa, we're together. Or I'm not threatened by this transgender because he said that he's still a freak of nature anyway. So I don't feel threatened by that. But someone like me who stands in my truth, who acknowledges my truth, who don't change for nobody, I threaten people like that. I threaten the Tiffany Haddishes. I threaten the Lunels. I threaten all those people and the people that be on here too that have friends like that. Because bitch, we're a competition. And not that we have to be, we just are. Sitting down next to each other, bitch, we know what it is. Bitch, I'll more likely get the penis before you get it. And that's a threat. That's, well, how the fuck this nigga get it before me? See, you could joke with somebody like Flame because he's into that shit. But you can't joke with somebody like me. Bitch, like I say, you'll be out. Okay, you'll be out, girl. I will hurt you from the beginning to the end. And when I say hurt you, I'm gonna physically hurt you, girl. I will, oh, you want to clock the tea? Bitch, now, girl, it's time to her, girl. He's gonna make you exit out. Bye, girl. You gotta go. He not gonna make me leave, bitch. You're guarantee you gonna go. Okay. So they, like, over time, like I said, had these guests that just kept I'm trans, but yet I do a video exposing men. There's nothing womanly about a transgender exposing a man. I don't care how close you guys are. I don't care how open you think he is. You know, it reminds me of even when people have gay friends. Hi, everybody. My name is Melissa, and this is my gay friend, Mario. Like, Mario may be out gay. Everybody may know him in the LGBT community, but Mario don't want to be introduced as your gay friend. It's the same fucking thing. Like, even though you thought that this man could have been open and he could have been out, that's not your job to do that, sis. That's a very much F move. Girl, that's what we call faggotry. No tea, no shade. That's a very much, I'm upset that you're doing what you're doing. And like I said, I don't know why people call it faggotry. Maybe because going into faggotry being a derogatory term for males or gay men who act a certain way, just like the N-word is for black folks. I'm just saying the analogies here. Y'all can't get upset at me. You know, they call some black folks N-words, some black folks African-American, some black folks black. And they said they all have definition. And they said, well, you can't be a nigga because you're actually civilized. But the outrageous, weird ones, they'll call you the N-word anytime they want to. And it's same thing with the gay boys or the gay people to act a certain type of way. So when they call the trans that, I think they know that, girl, you're reverting back to being a man. So at the end of the day, you're not really a woman. You're really a gay man. And like I said, I out of all the guests I've seen or I've heard about on that damn show, there's probably 2 people that were trans or a part of that whole thing that I really liked. One of them said it straight and said, I'm not a transgender. I'm not this and that. I just love throwing a kiki. I love that person. Okay, you figure out who that is. I love that person. And he said, when people hit me up, I always have to correct them. For one. For two, that Alonzo character. Because Alonzo, once again, is living in their truth. I don't feel comfortable calling Alonzo he. And like I said, it's there. It's not, no, I'm not a fan of being trans, but I'm also not going to give it life like that. They're being who they are and just so happen it is what it is. And eventually I think that Alonzo will be what Alonzo really is, an intersex individual. And that's why I think he's so pretty naturally and all that good stuff. But like I said, everybody else, girl, have been a kiki. They've been oh, I'm going to eat, I'm big and bad. And it's just like, girl, no tea, no shade. You're not representing the community. And this is why I have to educate people, because people look at shows like that and actually because that individual still use their male name and that individual don't, well, now they care if you call him a he. But back then, they really didn't care. This, I mean, I'm okay. We all LGBT here. We are LGBT here, girl. So once again, oh, and then also fast forwarding, it came out like 2 weeks ago. The person said they were a drag queen before they became a trans woman, and I'm just like, yeah, just like, I mean, are we talking about drag queen like Patti LaBelle, drag queen, or are we talking about drag queen like girl RuPaul? Because if we're talking about Patti LaBelle drag queen, okay, girl, that's cute. There's a lot of women that are natural drag queens. But we're talking about RuPaul drag queen. I'm just like, girl, so you were a man who was possibly getting some attention, possibly. And then you said, let me get into the drag scene because I want to see what it can give me, what it gives. And then you got the validation and you got the tea. Then you say, you know, I think I'm going to be a woman. So that right there explains to it exactly why you fuck with people like Flame Monroe. And if you don't fuck with them, you're not going to encourage that. Well, I like to play the devil advocate, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this person forward. Because like I said, once again, girl, it's us against them right now. It's us and the allies against people who do not like us. And at this point, girl, up until this point, you've given them fuel to feel and think the way they feel. And that's why I was telling one of my sisters when she said one of these YouTube people were saying that she was upset how he's always come for trans people. And I'm like, well, you have to look at the Flaming Rose. You got to look at the individual that went into that movie, Blockbuster, GameStop or something, and was like, don't call me sir, and all that shit. Like, girl, there's a way that you carry yourself, whether you're comfortable in your skin or not. There's a way you carry yourself, and there's a way that you act. And even going into like being on hormone stuff, girl, like it would have shifted your whole damn body, your whole damn, the way you were acting into a whole nother realm. Let's go into that. It would have shifted into a whole nother realm. I've been in situations where I've been clocked. I've been in situations where I've been uncomfortable. And not once did you hear me change. And even a lot of times, bitch, I kept it moving. Because you can't validate me being a woman. You can't tell me how feminine or how passable I am. Because, bitch, my life have shown it. I live in a city that don't give a fuck about gay people. Every gay guy that I meet in my city, you guys, have told me that they have to fight to be accepted in this city. I never had that problem. Being before transition and during my transition and now. I've never had that problem. So I want you to understand that you telling me I look like a woman or you telling me I look like a man does not validate my trans experience. And to see that with that person, I'm just like, girl. And like I said, to go into Flame Monroe, I just don't see it. I see a lot of confusion there, and that's fine. You know, like I said, I don't even want to even go into that because it's stupid and I feel like it goes nowhere. That's fine. People like that will always get the notoriety. People like Laverne Cox and Angelica Ross and a whole bunch of other trans women, whether they're stealth or public, you know, there's only so far they're going to go. Right? But the people who are making a mockery of the trans experience, and I'm only transgendered sometimes, I'm only transgender this and that, like those are the ones that's going to get it. Oh yeah, come on in here. Because like I said, going into Caitlyn Jenner, that's another one. And that's why I said, that's why I think Flame and Roe don't really care for Caitlyn, because they have a lot in common. These are two individuals who did not fully feel trans, went through their life kind of planning it. One didn't have to because he was athletic. The other one was like, I'm gonna get my notoriety by being this drag, whatever, female impersonator. Because we've seen the clips and shit back in the day, 2005 and shit, honey. We've seen all that. You know, we've seen it. Okay. So you were doing it for a show. And now that you're older, you're stuck in between both places where you're like, and the same thing with Caitlyn, where Caitlyn's like, well, I'm fish. I got all my surgery, but my kids could still call me dad. And I'm going to say it's my man mind. Sister, okay, between you and I, Caitlyn, and anybody who identify with Caitlyn, if your mind is of a man, and so is your natural body that you're born with, what exactly make you trans? What exactly make you feel connected to the female identity? Because that's where it comes down to. Where do you feel connected to that? If you acknowledge that your brain is a male's brain, and I'm sure you acknowledge that you're born with a penis, where does the female experience come in at, or the disconnection? Because once again, dysphoria means you have no connection with what is actually going on. So dysphoria is not just gender dysphoria. They have dysphoria with people not feeling the way they look. They can be very pretty and they're like, I'm ugly. Oh my God, I look like a monster. So they start getting all these plastic surgeon shit. That's also dysphoria. So where exactly is your dysphoria if you're a trans woman who still feels like a man and identifies as a man? Where exactly is that dysphoria? And that's the true concern. That's the true question there. And I think even going into this stuff right here, I think it feeds into people who possibly have. And that's why I even tell my people have hit me up that are trans and they said, I felt like a woman since I was a kid. Should I get started on hormones? And the first thing I tell them, go see a doctor. Not go see a doctor because you need a doctor to basically tell you you're a woman, even though you feel like you're one, but to basically confirm it. And they ask questions and they put you through the real life test to see if this is really what you are. Because like I said before, I don't care how clockable I was or I am still. Me being who I am, me being able to wake up and see myself naked and be comfortable with it, wherever that's at, that's what my ultimate goal was. It was not about getting accepted. It's not about getting men to like me. Because even before transition, I had men on me. I have friends that I'm still friends with one of my friends I went to middle school with. Even before I transitioned, there was straight men that was on me. Gay men really didn't see it for me. I don't know about nowadays. I think some of them do see it for me, and I see it for them too. But they didn't see it for me, girl. Every guy that I messed with and that I was actually entertaining were heterosexual identifying men. Like I said, gay boys, they didn't see it for me. In fact, gay boys used to pick on me. Queen, bottom, all the shit, girl. I can't do no bottom. I can't do no queen, girl. Ooh, she queening out. Ooh, yeah, girl. All that. To where I was like, I'm hurt. I'm getting this from my own people. Anyway, so like I said, that's what it is about. If I still had to be before I transitioned, if I still had to be identified as he and him and sir, I would have been long gone. When I tell you this, I'd have been long gone. Bitch, my life would be over. If they made it a rule right now and said, bitch, you cannot be what you are, it is illegal. Bitch, okay, you gonna lock me up for the rest of my life? Bitch, or if you forcefully make me detransition, bitch, I'm gone. I'm gonna pray to my spirits and it's my time. What can I do to end it? It's my time. Because, bitch, what you're not going to do, you're not going to take away my identity. So going into a lot of growth, I think a lot of people transition for dick. I think a lot of people transition for attention. I think a lot of people transition for the girl word, Miss Thing, Shazay Shantae, the ballroom scene versus the real life scene. And that's what it comes down to. So like I said, that individual, it's sad to see what's going on with their manager and stuff. I already saw it coming. I see it for what it is. That person is a Libra, and this is no shade to any Libra out there. I like male Libras more than I like female Libras. And what I would even take as far as say, I like Libras that are masculine by nature and identify with that versus feminine Libras, because I just don't know. I've had bad experiences with feminine Libras, and you know, messiness, fakeness, just a lot of, you know, let me learn something, copy it, and run with it. And even going into this whole transgender thing, allegedly, because I don't know, but you know, the girls talk in the industry, because she had a friend that was in the industry who's been, you know, passed away. But it was told by a lot of the girls and a lot of the boys too, community trade. Because you know, a lot of girls are into community trade. I'm not one of those girls. You know, I'm not one of those girls, honey. I don't do community trade. If you've been with more than two transgenders, girl, it's the fetish for you, and I'm not interested. You know, no cut in. I'm not interested, because you're seeking men who think they're women versus seeking women, and that's just why I'm gonna leave it at. That's my personal opinion. If you're purposely seeking after trans women, you're seeking men who think that they're women. If you're seeking after women and just so happen you find out that that woman is a trans, that's in a whole nother battlefield, sis. That's a whole nother battlefield, bruh. Okay. So going to that, I was told that her friend started all this stuff. And she got introduced to it to her by her friend. And her friend said, sis, she can make some money, da 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 da. And she's like, what? Count me in. So her being the sneaking ass, conniving ass, motherfucking backstabbing ass Libra that she is. And not all Libras, I'm telling you my experience. She copied this friend and said, oh, that's how she do it. Oh my God, is that what she do? Ooh, she started taking these mental notes, and bam, now she becomes a millionaire, allegedly, by being a porn star. And then fast forwarding, she meets other people down the line who had other ideas. And now I'm not saying that this female rapper has this idea. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, somebody initiated the conversation, and I would like to know if that person hit up the trans woman, or if the trans woman hit up the rapper woman. You know, I want to know who did what, because I think that the rapper woman had something going on. And I think the trans woman also had an idea. And she said, girl, let's come together, sis. Because she seemed like she was more of a fan of what's that girl's name? Trina, than she was of Kaya anyway. So then she said, let me see how this sister works. She could stay at my house. See, this is what parasitic motherfuckers do. Ow! Parasitic motherfuckers want you to be close to them so they can get your shit. And then once they get what they can get from you, girl, they let your ass go. It's like a fucking tapeworm, girl. They get in your system, they suck you dry, and then once it's time, girl, they say, bye-bye, I don't need you no more. And that's how with that situation. And then even going into now, the manager shit. Allegedly with the manager shit, it's the same fucking bullshit. So this man done helped you get the clout and the shit you got now. And you did exactly what we thought you were going to do. And when I say we, I say we. Me, your spirits, your higher self, and everybody else around who's looking at you. Because like I said, I don't know you like that, but I know your spirit. Come on in here. I know your spirit. I don't got to know your flesh. I know your fucking spirit, girl. And that spirit ain't right. Something ain't right with that spirit. And even going into this, I'm going to say this too, allegedly, and what I feel spiritually, that this individual got into the porn industry for validation, and they wanted the energy of the man. Woo, goddess. They wanted that. And now they're older, and it didn't give them what they thought it was going to give them. Now they're tired and they're through with it. Oh, I don't do that. And how can people disrespect and think I still do adult work? Well, sis, that's the work that got you all that money. That's the work that got you that house. And I would say this on the flip side too. Escort and prostitution is two different things. And I just want to put that out there. I don't feel obligated to give a man anything outside of my time and my space when they bring me a donation for my time. I don't feel obligated to give you no D, to give you no ass, to do nothing to you. Okay? You're paying for my time. And it very much irritates the fuck out of me. And I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. When there's women out here that are like, I'm an escort, but you're a prostitute. Girl, you're a fucking prostitute. You're not an escort. An escort is just that. You're charging for your time, and you're taking these people into whatever realm they're trying to go into. If sexual stuff come into that. But that's not what they're paying for. But like I said, they done changed this whole game up, y'all. To where I told y'all, people are calling me girl, and that's why I said I need to step back. Girl talking about $50 and $60 because some other fucking cross-dressing ass bitch charged that fucking price. And I'm just like, bitch, what? $50? Girl, I don't even cover my phone bill. My phone bill is $127 a month, boo-boo. That girl, $50 don't even cover that. No tea, no shade. So I'm going to put everything else on hold, right? Including my life, for you to come over and harass me, because that's what's going to happen when you come, for $50. Maybe $300, I'm willing to take that risk. Maybe $500. Another thing, there's a certain type of clientele that I saw. I didn't see, yo, what's up, mom? Hey, yo, what's up, brother? I didn't do that bullshit. I'm not a fan of that shit, girl. That doesn't turn me on. That doesn't excite me. So if your fantasy is to be with a trans woman and that's your tea, girl, please don't call me. They got the $40 girls that's willing to accept that. The girls that need a bump. The girls that need to get by. The girls that need to pay for their hotel room, their motel room. The girls that don't have their own shit. Come on in here. They need that. Okay? I don't. So anyway, it doesn't really shock me that this happened. It's an unfortunate situation because, you know, a lot of people were fans of me. You know, we were connected in a way. Not really, because you didn't do shit for me. You didn't buy shit. You just came in my room and talked shit. But anywho, I'm being nice. They were like, girl, no, Kaya came for the trans community and you support her. I really don't, because she also came for white people as well, girl. I'm not a fan of that. Bitch, I'm not a fan of that girl. I got ancestors that were white, girl. I'm not a fan of anybody who's stupid on any level. Bitch, and she got ancestors that are white too. Ain't no damn Negro with that name, girl. That last name, girl. Come on in here. Can we get into it? Or y'all not ready for that? Girl, bye. She got it in her too. But the fact is that she felt so proud to get up on here and say, I'm going to talk about the saltines. Okay, so they get on YouTube and they talk about the niggas and this and that. Girl, Black Lives Matters, huh? But you can sit here and talk about saltines and the Transylvanias and cross dressers and that. You can do all that shit. But if they do that to you, they're attacking women. Even though I call this transgender a nigga, a man, because that's what it is. They're attacking me because they're calling me a basic ass black woman. Sis, how does that work? Yeah, how does that work, sis? Yeah, and what reality does that work in? Because it doesn't work over here. And I will always tell you guys this, okay? When it comes down to money and when it comes down to clientele, whether it's spiritual or non-spiritual, I will never kiss your ass to get your money. I will never chase you for your money as well. That's just not my thing, okay? I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to convince you to spend your coin. You have the information. You can ask questions, but I'm not going to try to sell you something. That's up to you. That's up to your spirits. If you're just not feeling the girl, go ahead and go to someone else. Like I said, there's no hard feelings there. I will always do what I need to do. And I will always get what I need to motherfucking get. With harm to none. And like I said, I don't have to lie, cheat, and be fake to get there. I will never sell out to get there. And that's why people say, oh, girl, you're so underrated. You should be out there. Well, yeah, I don't kiss ass. I'm not about being fake just to get people to click on my video and to like my shit. I don't give a fuck about that. Bitch, when this shit is done and over with, bitch, or you get to an age where you really don't give a fuck about this girl, what you gonna be saying then? Oh my God, I spent my whole life worrying about YouTube likes and my credit score looked like shit. Oh my God, I spent my whole life worrying about YouTube followers, but I have no man. I have no children. I'm coming home to an empty house. I mean, let's talk about it now. Let's talk about it. So that's what it comes down to. What's important? Keeping real people in your life or being fake to attract fake people in your life. I'm for being real, bitch, and only attracting real people. If you can't handle it, girl, go ahead and go to stupid ass. That's about soothing your sickness. I'm not about that, girl. So like I said, it is what it is, honey. I'm not shocked by the buffoonery that's going on in the net right now. I think even one of my persons out there, see, this is where things get a little shaky at. One of my people out there who I think is a little shaky too. Come on in here. Come on in here. I think she's a little shaky too. Come on in here. One of my people used to sit on my phone and bring up this person like, you should do like blah, blah, blah do. And she did a cruise ship and and I'm just like, girl, listen, I don't fuck with that type of energy and I don't fuck with people that like that type of energy. If something in you like that type of energy, then something in you needs to go over to that type of energy. You're not going to get that from me. Yes, I might talk shit. Yes, I might do my little thing, but like I said, you're never going to get nothing fake out of me. bitch. You're gonna always get the real deal. And like I said, that may make me look like a bitch. And ooh, she's so harsh. And oh my God. Oh my God. Girl, I've been through enough to know enough. I'm not a fan of that, girl. I don't want to be sitting here with no regrets and saying, oh my God, I wish I would have been real. Because everybody that was in my life wasn't really supporting who I really was. They were supporting the image that I worked so hard to keep up. Who wants that, girl? That's boring. And like I said, you probably wouldn't know that because going into the spiritual aspect, you probably don't really care about that. You probably only had one or two lives. You probably don't even care or even know about the afterlife. That's not important to you. What's important to you is what the spirit or the physical body can get. And that's fine. It's over your head. But I'm just telling you, bitch, that I've experienced enough to know enough that, bitch, I'm not into that. My other lives, my other times, girl, I was into that. Entertaining people. Oh my God, I have to act. Oh my God. Okay, suck it up, girl. Act like it, girl. Suck it up, girl, because they don't give a fuck about that. Girl, bye. You don't give a fuck about that, then, girl, bye. I gotta go then. Bye, honey. Bye, mama. And you don't get the whole hand wave neither. I'll do this type of bye. Bye, honey. If you ever get this type of bye from me, girl, that means, girl, I'm not really fucking with you. Do sis. Bye, honey. If you ever get this type of bye, girl, it might be like, I'm giving it some thought, maybe, but bye for now. If you get this type of bye, then you know I'm feeling some type of way. Like, I really like you. Come on in here, bitch. And that's just what it gets down. And bitch, I really will tell you if I don't like you. You will know that. I got no problem being vocal about how I feel. But like, that's not shocking to me. And, you know, everything that is going to go on is always going to, you know, come to the light. And that individual is definitely going to be sitting there looking crazy when the time comes. And, you know, anyway, you know, you don't wish bad things on people. You always say love and light to them and good luck to them. Because, bitch, you want to make sure you put out good energy to bitch so you can always get good energy. Come on in here. So love and light to them. But on a serious note, personally, probably, bitch, I'm not a fan. I don't want to be a fan. I don't want to be around. I'm not a fan of that. I think somebody even released like a contract where they didn't want to work with this other trans person. And I could kind of see why they don't, because I feel like they give the exact same energy. I feel like they give messiness. I feel like they gave some, you know, before they transitioned, maybe even the early stage, there was some messy ass queens. You know what happened, karma and shit, girl. And then I think they both go by their male names still. Because, of course, like I said before, if you're a convicted felon, I know in the state of California, if you're a convicted felon, you cannot get a name change, honey. I don't know how that works over there in, you know, Philly and shit, Pennsylvania, but girl, you can't. So, like I said, you know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because they both got silicone in their body. I don't know. Maybe they both plastic trans. I don't know. I don't know what they call that. I don't know what's going on. They have a lot in common. So I will see a lot of animosity there. Though I will say, you know, I don't think that they're ugly. They're not ugly individuals physically. But definitely there's some demons there. And, you know, Mama did say one thing right in one of her clips. She said, I guess the spirits are over me because when I went over there to Vegas, the guys were looking at me like, ooh, that's that girl. Listen, Mama, there's a lot of porn stars out there. I don't think they were checking like that, but I think they knew the tea because they said there's no way that a woman that with that statue is built like that. So I think that's what they were probably trying to check out. Maybe even, you know, thinking about, because they were drunk. It was a casino, but there's a lot of spirits there. I keep telling people that. That's why we don't do casinos. We don't do clubs. We don't do bars. Okay? There's spirits in there. Girl, they'll fuck anything. Girl, I guarantee this right now, bitch. We could do an experiment. Y'all want to do an experiment? We can do an experiment on that. That going into bars and clubs, girl, you won't have to worry about leaving there not getting laid. Girl, at all. When that liquor get in or those spirits that reign over those casinos are there, girl, all things go. It's kind of like a dope dealer. I think dope dealers will be down for anything too. That's just my opinion. I feel like dope dealers, because there's spirits over that type of stuff, I feel like they'll be down to do things regardless of what it is to get something. Because if you're that low to be desperate, and there's no Tino shit out there to my dope dealers, but if you're that desperate and you'll go that low to get up and try to get some coin, why wouldn't you want to have sex with another man? Why wouldn't you want to have sex with a crackhead? I mean, let's talk about it. Why wouldn't you want to do that? I mean, you're already there. I'm just saying. There's so much prostitution shit. I think that all things go when it comes to prostitution, girl. That's never been my MO, honey. It's never been my MO, girl. I've never been a fan of, giving people up just because you pay me. Girl, if that's the case, girl, then like I said, let me go over here and get my sugar daddy over there in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Come on in here. If that's the case, I'm going over here to get my sugar daddy that keeps trying to get me to go over there to Norway. If that's the case, if I'm a prostitute out, girl, I'm a prostitute out for a mansion, not for $40. And that also stems and goes back into this too. If you out here sucking and fucking for some money, and we're just keeping it real here, you should have a lot more than possibly one thing going for yourself. And there's no tea, no shade with that. Bitch, you should have like, girl, a lot of shit. Because like I said, I wish I would pucker my lips up for anything for a quick, like I said, I don't see it. I don't see it. As I even told my friend who toured the world escorting, how did you tour the world escorting and make all this money, sis? And all you got to show for it is botched surgeries. And not even real surgeries, because even with this person, I think it's like black market shit. Allegedly. I don't think those are outside of the nose. The nose may possibly be real doctor, because down there in Florida, they don't really care about you really being trans or not. They don't need a letter of approval to get surgery down there. But definitely the rest of the shit is silicone. Okay. So that's not a real surgery, sis. That's like $300, $400 here and there. You can make that in a week, sis. So like I said, I don't see how it's barely paying off. Like if I was a prostitute, street corner walker, seeing dates at my house, and they coming over to pound me for some coin. Like you said, girl, when I tell you, bitch, I would have a house in California. I would have a house in Florida. I would have a house in New York. I have a house in Texas. I have a house in Canada. I have a house in Nepal. Girl, I have a house. Girl, it will be a house for every 3 or 4 motherfucking Johns I get. I told y'all my experience too, when motherfuckers came and they wanted their money back because they said, wait, you don't have sex? No. Oh, well, what do you do then? What do you mean what I do? Bitch, I'm open, but how do I know you don't have anything? How do I know that this is my first time? That's what they all say, baby. How do I know you're not coming here after you just left a girl? Because I heard a lot of stories about shit like that. A lot of stories, honey. Girl, I heard a lot of stories. In fact, before I go, fast forwarding, I have a friend who was actually dating a man and who just so happened to have HIV. And he was telling me when he first met the man, see, Scorpios talk a lot, y'all. Pay attention to what Scorpios say and do, girl, because they tell you everything. You don't have to worry about Scorpios keeping nothing from you, bitch. They'll tell them themselves. Come on, I've dated many Scorpios. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So going into that, honey, he said when he met this guy, there was like used condoms underneath the bed and in the bed and shit, right? And I'm just like, and this before he told me this man had AIDS, y'all, or HIV. Fast forwarding, he then tells me, and I'm like, that would have been a red flag just to cut it off. Because I think the guy even said he got HIV by one of his exes, but I'm like, I don't think so. If you got it at 25 and you're 32, that's only 7 years ago. You don't go from being someone that got infected with the virus and still be promiscuous. Like I told you guys, they were going to the clubs, they were going to the bars, they were going to the gyms, getting some of these men together, not telling these men what the boy and shit had. See, I don't play that shit, girl. I don't play that shit. Bitch, I don't play that shit at all. Let me tell you 2 things. One thing for sure, and 2 things for certain, bitch. We got our lavender oil spray. We need to sanitize your shit, girl. You in my area got to make sure there's nothing jumping on and off of you onto me. And if you get a little froggish, I need to go get another one. Girl, I've had this bottle for so long, about 5 years. And then if you still insist on coming, because girl, you look like you may have something, bitch, I'm sauteing your ass up. See, I'm a chef, girl. I love seeing meat get tenderized and braised, honey, and, golden browned out, girl. I'm a fan of that. So, like I said before, I don't play those games, sis. Man, we don't do that. I don't care how sexy you look. Just because you're sexy don't mean I'm going to kiss you. Just because you're sexy don't mean I'm going to give you any of this, any of that. That don't mean it. I need more than just that to get me excited. I'm more about intelligence. And I don't think a man who's intelligent is going to try to hit on someone and try to sleep with them the first time they meet them. There's no tea, no shade with that. That's quite boring and very simple-minded, honey. I'm not excited about that. But what you can do is pay me. Yeah. Run me my money. Yeah, you sure can. You sure can, baby, because now you wasted. Now you really wasted my time. Yes, girl, you really wasted my time. Think you were gonna come here and give this right here $200 to do what? Well, we'll use a condom. Okay, but I can still get the virus from that. That could break. I can get scabies with a condom. I can get herpes with a condom still. So you're going to give me $300 to bang, bang, chicka, chicka, bang, bang. And I'm putting myself at risk for diseases and things that will affect me for a lifetime for $300? That doesn't make sense to me. So because you're simple-minded, bitch, now you gotta go. Now I gotta go, bitch, because I can't. You're not gonna disrespect me at all. Not at all. So anyway, y'all, enough of that. It is what it is, honey. Congratulations to what is going on. And also for those of you who left because I was not a fan of it, stay over there, please. Yes, honey. Even going into one of the people who said they reached out and sent the person my videos and stuff. And I told them, please don't do that. I don't want to work with that individual. And there's no shade with that. I don't want to work with that individual. I'm not a fan of that spirit. And everything is spiritual. Okay. I'm not a fan of parasitic spirits. I'm not a fan of spirits that need to be around people to feel like there's somebody. And even fast forwarding to the mother said in a video that her and the brother and the mother and the cameraman, because I heard about the cameraman allegedly being a messy ass queen too, honey. See, Kai said, get those punks out your house. See right there? Kai leave all these messy ass punks come in the picture. Come on in here. Come on in here, girl. Hello. Okay. So anyway, the mama looked over because she was making fun of her mama. See, that's another thing about me too. I love my mama, y'all. When my mama is hurting, I'm hurting. When my mama's going through something, I feel that. If my mama's being over emotional, over whatever, I'm in there with her being over whatever. And it could be a lot of reasons. It could be a lot of reasons, honey. We have the same life path number. We have a lot of stuff in common. We have many, many lives together. All the good stuff. There's a lot of spiritual stuff that connects us. Okay. And also, my mother never mistreated me. My mother never abandoned me. She never neglected me. Okay. She didn't fully give me all of what I needed. But guess what? When you're an independent spirit, bitch, you figure it out. Come on in here. Come on in here. So, bitch, I didn't need it. She gave me what I needed. She gave me the training wheels, bitch. And now she said, when it's time for those training wheels to fall off, bitch, you got to decide what you're going to do with that bike. Come on in here, bitch. And I'm still riding that damn bike, bitch, with no training wheels, bitch. In fact, the wheels have been modified multiple motherfucking times, but bitch, I'm still riding it. But like I said, she was making fun of her mama, calling her Mama Teal. And I'm just like, girl, who does that to their mother? On live television. You old disrespectful ass bitch. You old disrespectful ass bitch. On live fucking TV, bitch. Oh my God. Oh. And then you got your old queenie ass, messy ass fucking friend, bitch, laughing. Girl, that motherfucker would have been laid out. That motherfucker would have been laid out, bitch. You're not going to sit here. You're not going to laugh at my mother at all. Bitch, you got to go. Okay, you got to go, bitch. Bye. Bye, girl. Before I go to jail, you gotta go. Ain't no bitch gonna sit here and disrespect my mother in my motherfucking presence, bitch. In my fucking presence. Behind the presence, you can do what you want to do, bitch. But to my motherfucking face, bitch, it's not gonna happen. And I don't give a fuck about it. Man, woman, boy, girl, black, white, Christian, Jewish, you can have 20 fucking thousand gun, bitch. We got it too. There's no tea with that. But to disrespect your mother speaks a lot about your type of energy. I said, oh, bitch, I really ain't fuck with that bitch. Because, bitch, no, ma'am. And the mama even said, see, you get in your ways. You don't really care about people. The mother said that. The mother said that. The mother said that. Even when the manager set up on this screen, because I'm watching on my 52-inch screen, flat screen TV, by the way. When the manager set up here and said that his car got stolen, okay, the manager said his car got stolen, and his car got stolen by one of the queens who looks a little messy, bitch. See, I wouldn't fuck with that messy bitch either, honey. That thing looks messy. Okay, no tea, no shade. Girl, I see that messy, queenness going on. What they call tricks and scandalous and all that shit. I see that shit over there. No thanks, mama. So when that man said that thing stole his car, I'm like, motherfucker, the fruit do not fall far from the motherfucking tree. This I don't fuck with people. I don't steal. I'm not that type of girl, so I don't fuck with people like that. If my friend took a vehicle, whether it was somebody new or not, bitch, you gotta go. I'm not a fan of that, girl. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not going to entertain your spirit. Okay. So, like I said, when the manager laid it out, I said, "Oh, bitch, thank you, Jesus." Not saying I was going to do it anyway, but I said, "Thank you, Jesus," because bitch, I can't do it. I just don't understand people. I don't understand this world. And you know, like I said, it is what it is. You know, it's not meant for me to understand it because it's not my place, it's not my dominion. But it's a sad place. This world is a really, really sad place. And it's very, very unfortunate when a person will disrespect their mother, make fun of their mother, embarrass their mother, humiliate their mother. That's some sad shit right there. That's some real sad, pathetic ass shit. And everything that you did, everything that has happened to you in your life, girl, bitch, has happened for a fucking reason. Hallelujah. Everything that has happened from the rooter to the tutor, all the shit that you've had in your past, girl, has added up to this point. So your own mother sat on camera and said that you don't give a fuck about nobody else. Your gay child stole your manager's vehicle, allegedly. That's what he said, though. And instead of you saying, listen, who knows? Maybe there was no talking for a little bit of time. But it just says that you've always been this way. The older you get, the more you become who you are. So if you're doing this at 40, 45, 47, 50, we don't know. We don't know, honey. If you're doing this at that age, we know what you were like in your 20s, in your 19s, in your 30s and shit. We know what it was like. We know what was going down. And it's unfortunate. But like I said, bitch, you got it. Whatever it was, it was there. And if you don't change your ways now, girl, because we have second chances. You know, Spirit always give us second chance. Our ancestors give, and that's something too that kind of turned me off about this bitch too. Because when Kaya was talking about the Orishas, she said, "Get your demonic and your demons out of my house too." Oh, Shun, that demonic bitch, girl, they had my wig, girl. They had my wig laid out. Bitch, I took that wig off and said, wait, what'd she say? Because I thought the hair was covering and the cap was giving me pressure to I thought I heard it correctly. And I'm just like, but sis, you were in the shows with voodoo dolls and shit. You were in the show. See, this is where that parasitic copycat weak ass bitch syndrome come in at. A weak bitch will act like they're down for something because it's funny, because it gets them clout, it gets them notoriety. They'll sell out. That's what we call a sellout. Okay. But on the flip side, I'm not into that. So if you're not into that, sis, why are you in here acting like you digging up voodoo dolls and shit and saying hexes and all this other good stuff and the spirit and all that? Girl, I don't know what spirit you think you're dealing with over there. I can tell you right now, it is not the Most High. And we're going to leave it there. There's nothing in you that reigns in the crown. But you still in that lower self. And that's why Gabby, she said she's not interested. Of course not, because you got what you needed from it. There's no more, bam, no more inspiration, no tea, no shade, sis. And now you're on to bigger and better things. But like I said, eventually, girl, you will be a old, bitter queen. Rest in peace to a lot of those queens that you're going down that path that passed away with nothing, with nobody. Some of them would act like they had coin. They didn't have coin. I know a girl that had labels from the ground to the roof, girl. Every time you got on cam, she had Christian Louboutin. She had pictures of her in an airplane, private jet going to London. Every time she was in Canada, she was in this, she was in that. And I just said, girl, this bitch got coin. Yes, sis. Come on here, my black transgendered sister. Yes, mama from the hood, and she traveling the world. I love that. And then, girl, when she passed away, they were like, go fund me. I'm like, go fund me. And of course, they're like, well, girl, her money got locked away. We can't have access to her coin. So this friend of yours gave you her social security number. You had her social security number, but she didn't give you permission if something happens to her to take her coin and to give her the proper burial that she needs. No, there's some little off with that, sis. So like I said, a lot of girls play that little role. Girl, what you really have? It's not really our concern. We really don't give a fuck, but I'm just saying, you got it now because you got it. See, they come when the money's there. When the money's there, girl, they all want to come around and, hey, honey, how you doing? and I want to be your friend. And can we go out and eat? I need to talk to you. You my best friend. You know I love you. You know, all the shit come out when the money's there, bitch. When you act like you ain't got no money, that's when they really start showing their true colors. Fuck you, nigga, fuck that nigga. Ah, okay. Now it's coming out. Or when they can't get shit from you. When they can't get shit from you, girl, now all of a sudden they cuss you out and shit. Like, girl, you're a queen like I'm a queen, girl. There should be no reason for you not being able to get anything in life. Come on in here. But like I said, girl, she got those queens now. But when I tell you that karma is real, and if it's true what that manager said, if it's true about that, honey, God bless your soul. God bless the soul of your gay child. Because bitch, when the spirits become when they become awakened, because bitch, one by one they start coming to the surface, honey. When they become awakened and those skeletons come out that motherfucking closet. When I tell you, bitch, you gonna need holy water, you gonna need the halalala, that speaking in tongue you be so-called doing this, you gonna need the prayers. And guess what, girl? Your mama can't save you. Bitch, we can pray for each other all day long, bitch, but the true power comes from within, girl. You got the spirit of the devil, girl. You got the spirit of Satan, bitch. You got the spirit of some disgusting, some disturbing ass motherfuckers, bitch. You were sucking and fucking allegedly your way up to where you at now, bitch. I ain't do that. I ain't gonna do it, bitch. If I gotta suck some pimply penis to get $1,000, bitch, I'm done, bitch. I'm going back to school, bitch. I'm done, sis. There's no way on God's green earth, girl, that I'm doing that. Anyway, come on here. Come on, Farron. Thank you, Farron. You like this? Yeah, Farron. Maybe I could stand up and show you a little something, something. Can I stand up and show you a little something, Farron? Farron, can I stand up and show you a little stuff? Farron, I'll give you a little light peek. Because Farron, I got on some panties. It's a little sheer, Farron. But you can see that belly button, Farron. Farron, Farron, I can't give you too much teeth, Farron. Farron, but I give you a little rope to be woo, bitch. When I tell y'all, it is fucking hot. I have this one open, but it's a little loud out there. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Come on in here, Farron. Come on in here, Eclectic. Yes, they took and kept that coin, girl. I know that's right, Lady Titicaca. Something is on the way to get all of that together. I'm telling you right now. And I'm gonna say this right now. I'm an observer. I'm excited that this individual was a trans person, and how should I mix about that? They just did what they needed to do to survive. Okay, but on the other side, once again, I'm going into the female rapper Kaya. Like I said, I love her. I love Kaya's energy. I think Kaya's beautiful, but the saltine, the racial slurs and stuff, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, because it's all connected. If you're okay with people calling out racial slurs to anybody, then you're also okay with people talking about disabled people. You're okay with people because if not, you're a hypocrite. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you dislike people because they're gay, then people have a right to dislike people because they're black or because they're white. You're not gonna spin it the way you want to spin it. No, that's not right. I don't have to like gay people, but they have to like me because I'm black. No, it doesn't work that way, sis. I'm for all that. I'm for the goose and the gander. Okay, let's talk about it. Bitch, if you could be racist or sexist or homophobic, they can be the exact same way towards you, bitch. I'm about that life. I'm about that. Come on in here. Teach that sexist bitch about what she really is. Teach her what her place is. Because stupid is stupid. And see, that's our problem now, girl. We try to sugarcoat stupidity. Well, that's not really stupid. Well, you being an escort is the same thing as a girl writing a fake check that bounced. It's the same thing. No, it's not, sis. Because if she would have escorted instead of writing that bounce check, girl, she wouldn't have to write the check that bounced. The account would have money in it. No shade. No shade. That's like comparing an entrepreneur to a bank robber. Is that the same thing? It's not. Okay, so going into that, if you don't like people because they're gay or they're whatever, then people could not like you because you're black or because you're tall or because you're fat. I mean, it doesn't matter, girl. It's all the same to me. I'm against all that shit, girl. I'm against all that. I'm against all that, girl, but I can't change it. And I'm not going to fight with myself mentally. And I'm not going to drive myself crazy and saying, oh, I don't deal with nobody because everybody got a little bit of something in them. No, honey. No, everybody don't. People say we all got a little bit of prejudice in them. Yeah, if prejudice is me not liking stupid people on any level, outside of people who have some type of mental disability, that say, for example, they were born that way, that's a whole nother story. But people who put themselves in situations and who don't want to educate themselves, because I give people the benefit of the doubt. You're not that damn special. Okay, you're not that damn special if you can get on YouTube and sign into your YouTube account and you could look up YouTube videos. You're not that special needs, sis. So we're not going to give it and say, oh, she got a disability. I don't think so. I think that you have a selective disability, maybe, just like you have a selective level of intelligence. If you think that it's okay to be homophobic, but it's not okay to be racist. Or better yet, check this out. It's okay for you to make racial statements. But once again, you've been oppressed. I don't know, that's a little hard too. Anyway, get off that girl. That ain't my business, bitch. I don't gotta worry about that girl. Anybody know of a white restaurant I can go into and give me some cheesecake, bitch? I'm going, bitch, to show you it doesn't matter. Bitch, anybody know of a soul food place out there in the hood somewhere, girl? I can go give me some good old soul food, bitch. I'm on my way. Anybody know about an Asian market? I'll go give me some ancestor money, girl. Some incense, honey. Some Joss paper, girl. I'll go give me some lo mein and chow mein noodles, girl. Hello. Let's talk about it, girl. I'm ready. Dried fruit, dried plums. They got rose petals, y'all, dipped in sugar. Ooh, girl. Ooh. See, you're not ready for that. When we did our goddess thing, y'all, that's what we did, girl. We got rose petals and we drank some rose Victorian Grey. They call it Victorian Grey. We drank some rose petal teas, honey. How you doing, girl? Yeah. It was frangipani. It was rose. It was what was the other thing? It was so good, y'all. And then we also bought rose petal candy. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's in a little square box for like $10, y'all. And they take the petal, they dehydrate it, and they dip it in fucking sugar, y'all. Oh my God. You want to raise your frequency, bitch? You better get you some of that. Come on in here. Come on in here, Farron. How you doing? Come in here, Jaliel. Yes, come in here, Lady TD Kaka. How you doing? Yes, Lady K. Yeah, work on break. You better stop being in here when you're on break, honey. Come on, Virgo. How you doing? I have nothing but people with negative energy around me. My job, my home, my city. I feel like I'm going crazy and there's no way out. I'm very sad and depressed. Sean, that is very, very sad. You got to cut people off. Cut them off, Sean. Sean, cut them off. I think people's biggest fear is two things: being alone and being in the unknown. Come on in here. That rhymes too. Lone, the unknown. And I think that you find power and you find strength and you find yourself when you're by yourself. Like people who always have people around them, I keep telling people this, they don't really know who they are. Like the more you have people around you, the less you lose yourself, especially if you're a caring person, because you start adapting these characteristics of these people. Now you start taking on their problems and putting yourself last. Like no tea, no shade. I know people out there right now, a good example, who are struggling to pay their bills, but every time they turn around, they got money to loan out. Oh, I got to go take my church, their tithes and offerings. And I'm just like, but the pastor wouldn't care, girl. Your rent needs to be paid. So you saying that Jesus wants his tithes, okay? Tithes, not tithes, okay? And offerings before you pay your bills, sis. So God said, fuck that, girl. You could be homeless. I don't give a fuck, girl. Bring my tithes and offerings. Come on in here. You think that's what the Spirit of God say? Get the fuck up out of here, girl. Oh, I give everybody everything off my back. I don't got no food in my refrigerator. My house falling apart because instead of me fixing up my house, I sent my kids the money that they need. See, you failed 2 times, ma'am. You failed by not teaching your children how to be independent, because when they became a grown-up, they should have been able to take care of the damn self. Come on in here. And you failed by failing yourself by when they come to you with that bullshit, you fall in. Now you sit over there with a house that needs to be repaired, looking crazy. Like, ma'am, God don't see you struggling. That God don't see that as a girl. God see that as stupidity. And the first time God see it and say, okay, I'm gonna step in help. But bitch, you keep doing it, girl. Oh, bitch, she just dumb. I'm gonna let her keep doing the bullshit. So don't go blaming God. Oh, God don't really like me because I help people and I don't get the help that I give back. No, girl, that's why you gotta plant your seeds in good places or in places with good soil. Come on in here. See, y'all not ready for that. You plant your seeds in soil that is enriched with nutrients. So when those seeds spout up, bitch, you get all of your seeds back. You get all what you sowed, you get it back. When you plant your seeds in ground that is decayed and ain't got no nutrients in it, and it's not positive but it's negative, girl, the seeds ain't even gonna sprout up. So you're like, God, have you found me? Oh shoot, where you at? Where you at, Lakshmi? I need Buddha. Girl, I went down to the temple every day. I washed my feet and hands. I gave out to the homeless. Where my shit at? Where my shit at? There's something right here too, y'all. Excuse me. Y'all can't see, but there's something right here too. Oh, y'all can see it a little bit. Bitch, what? Like, no, ma'am. You have to start thinking with your higher mind. Not this mind or not that mind. You need to start thinking with this right here. Or we would say you need to start feeling here and then start thinking here, because the heart influences the brain. And I keep talking about that. People can say, no, the brain influences the heart. No, it doesn't, girl. The heart influences the brain. Because I don't care how mad I get, I don't do stupid ass shit. Because a bank denied me a loan don't mean I'm going to drive my car into that bank or come back with a mask on and rob it. Like, it doesn't work that way, sis. Like, the heart, what is here will always come to the surface. When you go through bad shit, it comes to the surface. Hate starts here. And it comes to the surface when it start becoming, when they say irrational thinking, no, ma'am. No, there's no, oh, girl, oh, you need to think about what you're doing. No, mama, that's their heart. Because I've been in some fuck situation, bitch, and I said, let me walk out of this. There was not I got to get back. This bitch delivered $3,000 worth of water to my house. I told y'all this. Okay. There was some old person that called something and got my information, and they called the place and they ordered, because one of the things that I had, you can call with the number, and the number will tell you your account information. Hi, thank you for calling. You have boo, 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 boo. Your account is da-da-da. So they did that, y'all. So I called that place and I cussed the fuck out. Y'all, they delivered $3,000 worth of water in Pellegrino. Am I saying it right? San Pellegrino. What else was it? Cups of flavored water, sparkling water, black cherry, Arrowhead water. Girl, when I tell y'all, bitch, I opened my front door and it startled me for a minute. I opened that front door to see what the weather was like, bitch. When I opened that door, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Bitch, it was cases of water stacked up. It was barrels of water. And I said, what the fuck is going on? So, bitch, I pick up that phone and I'm like, yes, hi, there's a lot of water here. I didn't order this. Let's check it out. She's in there typing. It said you did order this. You actually ordered this on Sunday. Ma'am, can you see what number down into you guys? Because it wasn't my number. I guarantee it wasn't my number. Can you check that? Well, there's no way. Well, listen, honey, y'all can come and get it because I don't need $3,000 worth of water and shit. So, of course, she's like, well, I mean, we can't really come back and collect it because that's contamination. But we can come back and get like the cases that are sealed up. But the barrels of water we can't get. Girl, they had like 15 barrels of 5-gallon water, y'all. It was probably even 20. So, bitch, the guy came and picked up the other shit. And I said, so what am I do with this? You figure it out. No, you need to get this. Because if you don't get it, bitch, there's going to be some problems. So anyway, I called him back and I said, well, the water's sitting here. I don't know why we do it. Well, we're sorry. Okay, so can I get a credit to my account? No, there's no credit to your account. You already placed the order. We already delivered it. What we can do is we can give you this amount off, which they dropped down to $1,800, but you still need to pay the delivery fee and all that. Girl, bye. I said, honey, go ahead and put that in collections, boo-boo. I'm going to contact my attorney. So I reached out to a law team out there, won't say their name. And girl, they said, well, what happened? I said, yeah, somebody called and ordered water. I never called. They can ask them for proof. And they were like, well, according to California state law, they got to prove blah, 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 blah. So all they did was send them a letter. Okay, they sent me the letter. I had to sign it and notarize it. We sent it into the company. The company called me and said, okay, so we want to verify this was stolen identity. Are you able to file a police report? First of all, it's not stolen identity. You need to read the notes. Someone called, placed a large order of water. No tea, no shade. Y'all, San Pellegrino was $8.99 for 4. Okay, I can go to Safeway. I can go to all these other places sell it and get the same size for like $3 cheaper. So why would I order that? For one, 25 barrels of 5-gallon water. Where the fuck am I going to keep this in a 1-bedroom apartment, ma'am? Like, really? So, okay, hold on. So, bitch, okay, you need to call this person. Call that person. Okay, no, I can't help you. Call this person. I can't help you. Call this person. I can't. So, of course, the man answered the phone. Something Wiener. He was acting like a wiener, too. Talk about something. So what exactly happened? Well, I don't know what happened. I just woke up. I had all this water in front of my house. Okay, ma'am, but how did that happen? I don't know. I woke up and the shit was there. Oh, girl, when I got ghetto and shit, then he said, okay, well, listen, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to, no, ma'am, you need to delete that off my credit report too, because you're reporting that I owe you guys something. That needs to be deleted. There's no closing it out. It needs to be deleted. Well, Okay, so who else do I need to talk to? Call us back tomorrow. Girl, bye. Girl, I got a letter in the mail a week later saying that we've decided to do blah, blah, blah. So, I contact people and they say, yeah, you send it into TransUnion, Equifax, and they'll take it off as a discrepancy. I said, okay, bitch. Girl, see, I get tongue-tied, y'all. I really think my tongue gets too big for my mouth. I got a very long, thick tongue. Plus, I have a tongue ring, and I try to be very delicate, with that, my dialect. It's very delicate. I'm a very delicate person. I may look strong. Bitch, run up if you want to. But I'm definitely very delicate. I'm delicate like a orchid. I'm delicate. I taste delicate. I feel delicate. And that's amazing. Anyway, come on in here. Okay, come on in here. Cut them off. Thank you. Come on in here, Rico. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Come on in here, Rico. How you doing? Thank you, Lady K. Listen, I want my wedding dress to be this color. I want my wedding dress to be this color. I want a big ass wig. I want it to be huge and big. I want it to be up to the skin. I want a Dolly Parton wig. I want them to put rhinestones in and shit. Kind of like this. I want this up in it, right? Look like the stars are falling into me. Okay, you gotta let him know. I cannot let his ass know. Why is that? Okay, come on in here. Spirit of God, come on in here, Virgo. Come on here, Shamanika. How you doing? Yes, honey. Yes. When she was saying she wasn't in drag yet. Girl, she actually told that drag queen that she said, I love the queens because it's beautiful. And before you saw the girl, I was a drag queen. And I said, a drag queen transgender. Where they do that at? What? Sus. See, that's what I said. And I'm not cutting in on people. I'm not cutting it at all because, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, bitch. My mom had 2 jobs to take care of us, y'all. Come on in here. You're not ready for that. So I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth, but my mother made sure that we were comfortable. But we still was struggling, honey. We still was eating top ramen and leftovers for a week. Can we talk about it for a minute? Okay. The new meals that were cooked was Fridays and Sundays. Okay. So anyway, going into that, bitch, I didn't let the community mold me into being who I am because there was a lot of boys that wanted this. Okay. I told y'all my brother got into a fight with 2 of his friends. One of his friends, sexy ass Guatemalan boy, very sexy, cute. I still remember he was sexy. He smelled really good too. He played soccer and stuff, y'all. He had a bike, a BMX bike. Sexy, y'all. And I really liked him, but I never said I liked him. Maybe I acted like it. I don't know. And I was probably like maybe in the 3rd grade, y'all. He was probably like in the sixth grade or 7th grade. And girl, he pinned me up, y'all. He pinned me up. And he's like, yeah, I want some of this chocolate. Y'all, like, and I was startled, like, wait, hold up. Wait, I'm a kid. Wait, hold up. And girl, literally, he stopped because he was fighting with himself, y'all. He did that. He sniffed me. And then he started saying, you fucking faggot and blah, 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 blah. So I was startled, bitch. I ran to my house. I shut the door and I locked it. And I was like, oh my God, what'd I do? Do I call the police? Do I call who? What'd I do? I never had this happen. Bitch, when I tell you that my brother was like, let's go out and play. I was afraid, y'all, to where I went the other way. And he's like, why are you so afraid? And da-da-da. And I said, I'm not. And I, like I said, I always wore my emotion on my face, y'all. I cannot hide how I'm feeling. And my brother said, are you sure? And I said, yeah. You know, I cried. And my brother was like, what happened? And I said, nothing happened. And he said, no, something did happen. And I don't know what, girl. I don't know. I think someone saw the situation because I never told him. And girl, he jacked him up, bitch. My brother jumped off his bike. We had a mountain bike. I had a purple mountain bike, y'all. And my brother had like a greenish blue one. My other brother had like a orange one. My sister had like this little pink one, y'all. Like it was so crazy. But anyway, I always had purple around me. Come on in here. So, bitch, my brother jumped off the bike and he said, yo, you want to have my brother up? Boo, 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 boo. And girl, he was like, oh, shit. But then, of course, it was like a war going on, y'all. Girl, we didn't know what they were. You know, I guess they got gang members down there in Guatemala. Hey, y'all, we got a problem with none of that, honey. And so it was like the Guatemalans versus the Mexicans. And the Mexicans, I won't say what gangs they were, versus like the blacks. And girl, it was a whole bunch of shit, y'all, all behind this shit. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. So they were like, we don't like him anyway because he's so-called molested our little sister and blah, blah, blah. So, of course, they kind of looked at me, thought it was weird, y'all. But listen, it opened the portal. Because then there was another guy that saw that. And he said, ooh, a damsel in distress. So he tried to be nice to me, y'all. He would say, you want something? You want some fruit? You know, you want some mango, miada? And I'll say, oh, no. Are you sure? Yeah, okay. And then I start saying, yeah, okay, you're offering, I'll take it. So I would be sucking on that, y'all, and he would be watching me. I didn't even know he was watching me. And so one day, girl, he got bruised up. I can't even remember. Somebody dragged him or something, y'all. Because he was, you know, he was one of those gangsters, y'all. You know how the gangsters get down. Only my people who ain't only my people that are about the life know what I'm talking about. You know, my people that's about that life, especially my Mexicanas and stuff. You know about what exactly what I'm talking about. So, bitch, he got bruised up or something, y'all. And girl, he was eating a mango, and I was just looking at him like, bitch, I want that. And he's like, oh, you want some? You can have it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm eating it. I guess that, you know, said, okay, I'm making the connection here. So, bitch, one day it was me, my play cousin, and our mutual friend. We were all playing like house shit, y'all. We were making stick spaghetti with the grass. We were making some type of pudding with flowers. You know, they have the little white and pink flowers growing up wildly with mud. Like, girl, we were making our little thing, girl. And he said, come here, I want to ask you something. So I come over there, and he's like, what did he say? He said something weird, and he's flashing his dick. Y'all, my cousin saw it, and she jumped up and she said, what the fuck is going on? Y'all, my cousin was like 9 years old, y'all. She was like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm telling. Girl, so she told my brother, and my brother jacked his ass up. So once again, y'all, it was this war shit. Like, oh shit, you don't fuck with my family, we Mexican mafia, and blah, 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 blah. So bitch, mom was like, y'all better make it right because I'm not getting caught up in that. But of course, they made it right. Everything was good. But bitch, we ended up moving out there like 6 or 7 months later because after that, this girl got pregnant. And nobody knew who she got pregnant by. She was a Pentecostal Christian. Her dad was a military man. And, you know, his name was like something. I don't know. He was cute, though. Very cute, y'all. Very buff and, you know, he was cute, you know. And girl, he used to tell him, get in the house and don't turn on no TV. Don't watch that. So he used to sneak out, y'all, come and see TV at our house and shit, y'all. You know, we turned them out. But she ended up getting pregnant, and they know who she was pregnant by. And because I was friends with her, okay, we're going to call her Shishi. They thought I knew who she was pregnant by. So they were like, who she get pregnant by? I don't know. Well, you have to be there. Why I got to be there? Girl, they didn't know because she was dark skinned. Her baby was light skinned. So they didn't know if she was pregnant by a white guy, a Mexican guy, an Asian guy. Because, girl, we had everybody, girl. There was Indians running around, blacks running around, whites running around, Filipinos, girl. We were all in a clique, girl. We all rode our rollerblades, bicycles, all the shit, girl, rolling around on the hill and shit, the grass, playing in the laundry room and shit, getting cussed out by maintenance man and all that. But anyway. Ow! I've always been a queen girl. I didn't need drag to tell me that I was a woman. The boys validated that long before my transition. I told y'all about JoJo. JoJo, we're gonna call him. No, we could say his name, Jose. Jose was actually a DL man who was gangsterish, but he worked for a well-known company, and I didn't know. See, this is before I knew about the escorting stuff, because girl, I would have been like, Daddy, get me a car. Girl, I would have had a nice ass car too, but see that right there, y'all? I would have had a nice ass car. Anyway, so Jose got so jealous, y'all, because I didn't think he liked me like that. But he said, I'm into feminine guys. I'm not into masculine guys, da-da-da-da. So anyway, that's what linked us up. Anyway, so Jose would come by my house, y'all, and he would say, who is that guy you're with? And it was my cousin, because my cousins always stay at our house. And I'll be like, that's my cousin. Are you sure? Because y'all were matching. And I'm like, dude, first of all, okay, I'm still in high school. I'm still in fucking high school, y'all. This was probably like when I was a junior. Yeah, I was a junior. Because when I became a senior, I had my first job. I worked at a warehouse. So yeah, I was a junior. So bitch, to make a long story short, y'all, anyway, things just happened, y'all. And like I said, that girl, the voice validated, girl, that I've always been a woman. And they were like, I just don't see you as a guy, I see you as a woman. And I'm like, what? Oh my God, I've always felt like a woman. And they're like, I knew it. You know, that's how they would play on me. Oh, that's how I know, baby. Let me caress the woman in you. Let me caress the woman in you. No, ma'am. I almost got caught up with that too. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Yes, come on in here. All those people you mentioned, even Tiffany, are basically not validating our trans identities. I agree with that. Now, I will say this. Tiffany Pollard, the HBIC. That is a guest that I do like. I love Tiffany. Tiffany, she may not remember me, but Tiffany back on MySpace, we used to chat back and forth on MySpace. And I said, girl, they say we look alike. Girl, my early transition, y'all, we did look alike. Yeah. And, I would close my eyes and talk like her too. And, fuck that and pumpkin, that's girl. You try to talk fish shit, girl. They were like, ooh, honey, you sound like Tiffany. You remind me of Tiffany, girl. So I would ask her, like, where you get your clip-in extensions at? She's like, these are not clip-ins. Yes, they are. And then I'm like, girl, why are you putting petroleum jelly on your tracks? And she's like, because I can. Anyway, and she had a song on her MySpace page called Hyperventilating, Want to Be Done. That Jamaican, that Jamaican woman, shit. Ha, 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 ha. Hyperventilating, my. Y'all gotta look up that song. So anyway, girl, I was like, she emailed me back. Oh my God, I love you. And girl, we would talk back and forth. I kid you not, like almost every week, we sent a message. So I love Tiffany. I love New York. And I think she's a fan. I think she's a haggy hag. They assumed that she was a man, So, just like with Khloe Kardashian, that's what make them be into the girls. I don't see Khloe ever being friends with trans people though, because we'll keep it there. Anyway, but I love Tiffany. But Tiffany Haddish, I'm not a fan of Tiffany Haddish. I think she's very disrespectful to the trans community. And of course, that's not really her fault, because the house she grew up in was a little fucked up. And then the friend that she befriended, the drag queen, when she was 15, that shit right there. So you have this drag queen, because that's what she said she is. Even on Breakfast Club, it said drag queen transgender. Anyway. Okay, sis. Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, I can't blame her, because she had that drag queen telling her that that's how every trans think. And I'm like, no, that's how drag queens think. Drag queens and transvestites still think they're men and stuff. In fact, you got movies out there about that. You can look, you can ask around. Transvestites are the cross between transgenders and cross-dressers. Cross-dressers are straight men that identify as being straight, but they like the sexual fetish of putting on women's clothing. Transgenders are actually people who identify with a female, and it's from a scale from 1 to 10. So I personally think that on the TV scale, okay, I think that Flame is a 10. I think that's the TV. I think that's the TV. That's why she's playing dressed up and shit. She won't get acrylic nails, all this good shit. You know, talk about she's still a daddy and she show up with her guy clothes on. She don't make anybody feel uncomfortable. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? You making somebody feel uncomfortable with you being that? Bitch, you already make me feel uncomfortable because you're a black man. Your words, not mine. See, if I had the other way around, I say you're a black trans woman. So you already make people uncomfortable because of that. And I'm not saying that black people make people feel uncomfortable. Some people do feel uncomfortable. But I'm saying some people expect people like that, because of course he's always talking about black issues and shit, to bring up the wrong thing. Like, you white folks think you better than me. So of course they're like, oh, wait a minute. Don't say nothing. You might offend it. So like I said, girl, no, ma'am. And then you're teaching your children how to hate themselves. What happened if your daughter or your son come out and say that they're lesbian or whatever? Oh, baby, you could be that, but don't share with nobody that that's what you are. Hide who you are. See, that's why we got DL shit going on now. That's why we got a lot of girls being slain now. You got a lot of DL people that even sat down in front of your face, sis, talk about how I don't want to offend you, and they like to get dick down. Now, allegedly, but I know girls who's given the dick on these individuals, and we're gonna keep it at that. Oh, come on in here. And they don't kiss and tell. I don't kiss and tell. So I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about. Girl, she had a lot of interviews with a lot of people, but it is what it is, girl. You entertain them, girl. I don't fuck with your ass. Bitch, you're not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a friend. I'm not none of that. Bitch, stay ass over there. Bitch. But you don't know what it is to be trans, Tiffany. Right. Come on in here. Come on in here, Joey Donato. How you doing? We already explained it to the ladies, people who don't do their research. Why would you clearly be a drag queen on the Breakfast Club after Janet Mock already explained it to Civilized and all? Right. I thought was also crazy too, is that he was a part of the bandwagon of bashing Malik Yoba. This is exactly why Malik Yoba barely came out at this point with his comfortability. It's exactly why there's a lot of Malik Yobas out there, including possibly your brother, including possibly your dad, and why they will never come out. They will never be comfortable with it. Because the bitches like you, and you're so-called a part of this community, girl, you're not. You're not, bitch. You're not. Not at all. Not at all, bitch. You're mocking it. And then so to sit down with these people who don't like us, who've already thrown shade, who already disrespected us, right? And to be like, yeah, that was stupid. That's really a nibble. And bro, at the end of the day, bitch, you gay. Like, I'm telling you right now, I love Luenell. And I love Wendy too, but I'm kind of looking at Auntie Wendy a little sideways, except for today when she, Dwayne Wade's daughter and Gabrielle Union's daughter, I love them. Their daughter said that she wants to be a woman now. And Wendy cried. And I said, oh, I cried with her. Because, like I said, we know what that's like. Being that young, and that's what you are. See, some of us, we wait until we're 25 to say, I think I'm a woman. 12 years old, bitch, a lot of us, bitch, we make that decision that young and younger. So this is who we are, right? So, like I said, I was just shocked to see that. But with her having Luenell on that show, girl, Luenell don't see it for the trans girl. We're all gay. There's no transgendered according to Luenell. It's according to Hollywood Unlocked. I'm already looking at that show Highway anyway, because I think Jason Lee don't like the girls. And I have my personal opinions about Jason Lee anyway, too. We'll leave that shit there, too. And just so happened that bitch was on that show, too. See how that works? So you have a man that says stupid ass shit about trans people, disrespectful. Well, I don't see why men will be into that. Because if you're into that, you might as well be with a woman or a gay man. No, bitch, it's a whole nother thing. Transgenders that's a whole nother category, sis. That's a whole nother category. Girl, you could never do for a man what a trans woman could do for that man. Even if you were to cross-dress, there's just something that trans women naturally give off that equates them very closely to cisgender women. When you're playing in it, these men know that too. And that's why you attract men that's playing in liking you. See that? See how that works right there? So of course, going into Flame Row, that's why the bitch, oh, I only date women, or excuse me, this is verbatim. I only date women, or excuse me, women who appear to be like men. I'm only into vagina. I think you've always been confused about what exactly you want it to be. I think that you're just making a mockery of the whole trans thing. But like I said, to follow up with that, after Janet Mock, who happened to be from California, come on in here, California NIA, to clear it up and to talk about, because that's a transgender that comes from privilege. See, I keep telling y'all, the projected trans women have a different, not all, but a large group of them do it for the validation and the, oh, I can get the trade if I look like this. When you come from money or you have it, you don't really care about that shit. That's really who you are. And that's why people, you got to go back to that backstory, honey. Every gay boy that I know that identifies being gay put on their mother's clothing, put on their mother's wigs, put on their mother's heels, but they're still gay. They're not trans. So that's everybody's story. I need examples of where you got into a fight because they called you a boy and you said, I'm a girl. And they said, no, you're a boy. I'm a girl. And then you start fighting over that. Or someone say, you need to stop calling yourself a girl. You're actually a boy. And you cry, you throw a temper tantrum. You walk out, bitch. And then you get your ass so because, bitch, you like the fact they called you a boy. That's the type of stories I want to hear you talk about. Because that whole, I put on my mom's clothes, she stepped out. That's how I knew I was a woman. I got my nails done when I was 16. Girl, that's every gay story, honey. No tea, no shade, girl. That's every gay story that I know. And we can even talk about this, even this. That's why a lot of people say, oh, a lot of people, what they say, their people's white counterpart has a higher chance of being accepted for being gay than black people do. And I keep telling y'all this. I think it's a social thing. Like, I think people with money versus people with no money. People with no money, whether they are black, white, Hispanic, or Asian, they have a higher chance of not being accepted for being trans because of whatever reason that is, right? But people with money, they have a higher chance of being accepted for being trans and being gay. You know why? I think one of the main reasons is, bitch, you got money, you being trans, you being a man, you're going to marry another man. You can't really take our wealth with you. So we're going to thank you, baby, for keeping our wealth in our business, in our life. Same thing with the trans too, girl. The wealthy family, girl, they're going to pay for their transgender daughter to get her surgery because they're like, bitch, yes, you ain't going to get no woman pregnant to make our money go down. I'm telling you. So I think it comes down to social, not race. I think it's people who have money and educated people who don't. And that's just my opinion, based on what I know. Because when the people don't get accepted, most people I know that are not accepted for being that are people that came up with no money. They got parents that are like hoodish and shit. And we know that's the biggest issue, because, bitch, that's where a lot of the DL men come from, is the hood community. Not all, but a lot of them. And when you tell them, I'm not interested in dating you unless you got some coin, because I'm not going to be secretive about what I like because you are, then they want to read you down. So that means then to them, everything Janet said has no no importance. You said it. You said it. And that's why she sat up on there and she said, or he did, looking like a big ass clown with that, she, because he counts the check, she gets the check. Well, that tells right there, that's a big giveaway there, girl. Your name is still Amel's name. You're not upset about somebody calling you, so you shouldn't be. If your name is still Marcus, girl, you should not be offended at all. Somebody call you, so your name is Marcus still. That shouldn't offend you at all, sis. What? Marcus. Excuse me. I'm still a ma'am, though. Okay, Marcus, ma'am. Like, no, ma'am. We're not doing that shit. So like I said, girl, that thing looked like a clown. It always looked like a clown in my opinion. 2005, when I saw that thing on TV, I was like, ooh. And I know a drag queen that looked better than that out there. Stacy. Hi, Stacy. Down there in LA, South Central. Stacy, South Central, bitch. What's up, girl? Rose Cran and shit. Come on in here, Rose Cran. Yes, honey. Anyway, girl, You can tell that was a trans or a drag queen, honey. And mama was like, listen, I need you to moan it out. You're not going to be a cross-dresser. You're not going to be a drag queen. You're a woman and we need you to moan it out. I need you to run away from home. We're going to get you emancipated and I'm going to show you the ropes. Oh, they don't, right. They don't support their own damn community. You said it right. Ain't nobody supporting that. I'm not supporting it. That's support mental illness. And there's no tea, no shade with that. We love people. But this is where you need to go see a doctor. Matter of fact, I wonder how many psychologists have Flame visited. Can we see a medical record of Flame going to a doctor? Psychological doctor, therapist? Because like I said, I mean, this is just me. Like, this is just me here. Okay. Me. If I felt like a man still, I would feel so awkward putting on bras and panties and a wig and makeup and even walking around with titties on my chest. I would feel so awkward. And that's just like, maybe because it's not my story. I don't understand that. And I even put it in the same equation with lesbian women. I know a lot of lesbian women. I love lesbian women. I've gotten the greatest support from lesbian women. I love lesbian women. And like I said, to me, that's my validation because lesbian women like women. So if a lesbian woman is interested in, I said lesbian woman, not trans man. A lesbian woman is interested in me. Obviously, they see cunt. They said, girl, I want to try some of that. I told you about my lesbian experience at that club, girl. She was turning me on a dance floor. I said, bitch, get off of me. Get off of me, girl. Molesting me on this dance floor, girl. She was turning me on though. But anyway, so going into that, lesbian women, yes, butch, yes, they want, Pendleton, the jeans, shoes, yo, what's up? But most of them still put on makeup. Most of them still acknowledge and admire their big boobs. And if you say, so you getting a surgery done, they're like, no, bitch, I love being a woman. I love being a masculine woman. I love that. Bam. That, to me, that's the same equation as for that situation. You are probably the most feminine gay man because you're not the most feminine trans woman, right? So you're probably the most feminine gay man, but you only saw being a trans woman or being a woman figure as a way to make money. And that's what it was. It was a business aspect for you. And this is why no one really saw you after things went down. And like I said, even going into this individual liking women who look like men. Or excuse me, that's their words, not mine. But they like trans men. And I'm like, that equates down to it all. If you're somebody who identifies as a woman, but you're born a man, and then you grow up to be interested in someone who identifies as a man, but just so happened they were born a female, are you like really, I mean, like what's really going on in your mindset? Like, I really want to know. We got to do an interview on that. Because I even see a lot of like trans men like on Grindr and shit. And I'm just like, I don't understand that. Like, I can see you being bisexual and liking vagina and penis being a trans person because that does not dictate your sexuality. But I don't see how you transition into being a woman and you only like women, but you're born a male, which naturally males are attracted to females. So I just don't understand, how does that work? Like, is it possible that you only want to become a woman because you liked a woman so much, so bad? I mean, like, what exactly happened? And also, going into some situations, I think some of these trans women that do that, I think they had a lesbian cousin that possibly molested them, or possibly even a male that molested them and would call them girl and she. And I keep telling y'all this, during sex magic is the most powerful form of magic you can ever practice. During sex magic, you can literally turn who you're having sex into whatever you want them to be. Because when they're doing that shit, they're all open. Sex literally opens up all of your energy fields, all of your energy, like it opens it up. So this is why you see people that have sex with you see women having sex with men that are bums, and you're like, what do they see in this man? Because when this man has sex with her, he's pumping her. Oh, baby, you're the best I ever had. Oh, mama, you so pretty. You so sexy. I love you. So she's like, oh my God, he loves me. And then when it's done, he like, fuck you, bitch, get out. So when it's done, she still has that programming of her being the prettiest, the sexiest, and he love her. And the same thing with women who know how to dominate men. When you have sex with a man, that's what you do to get the man hooked on you, bitch. You tell him, oh yeah, you're the best. I love it. Oh, you're everything, daddy. Oh, you working it. Oh, yes. And you won't have no problem getting what you want from that man. But now if you want those girls that don't know about that, then girl, you ain't getting shit. In fact, he probably gonna hit it and quit it. And you never gonna hear from him again anyway. But anyway, come on in here. Exactly. That's our late to the caca. We don't hate our body. It is dysphoria. On top of that, it's extremely spiritual. The information is out there. It sure is. And that's why I say too, going into that, people will never understand how the devas, Kali, how Vishnu and Shiva, we can name those two exactly, were masculine, but have very feminine qualities. They look like women. We won't get into Adam being a hermaphrodite. Like, we won't get into these beings that were women but were able to impregnate themselves because they were able to shift testosterone. Let them tell it. They were still women. Okay, that's fine, but they still had to have male body parts or male something within them that was fully functioning to get that. That's still a trans experience. So what you're not understanding, even going into how a lot of ancient cultures, they would take their youngest... Yeah. I knew he was going to kill himself trying to get in front of me, bitch. Anyway, in ancient societies and ancient cultures, and it's still practiced all throughout the world, in primarily Asia, where they take their youngest child and they turn them into either a homosexual or a transgender, because that keeps them connected. Well, you can't have no children, so we'll never have to worry about you getting married, so you could take care of us until we die. And that's what happened in these ancient cultures. So that's what I'm saying. When you have these people that are African American, and that's why I tell people that is an invader's mind control on you. Like, everybody's talking about being free of the invaders or the masters shit. That being homophobic is an example of that. Because these people came into these cultures all across the world, Aboriginal people, and they saw them celebrating the two-spirited person. Because once again, morticians, teachers, counselors came from the two-spirited person, because you did not have a husband or wife. You were someone who saw both of the things, the male perspective and the female perspective, and the Native Americans saw you as being closer to God. So they wanted a different perspective on the situation. And even going into today, that's why I tell people, if you're a female or a male, your best results would be to go to a transgender spiritualist. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about one that you're possibly not sexually attracted to and that are not possibly sexually attracted to you, because the perspective that you're getting is from an outside source. If you go to a female spiritualist and you're a female, they're going to give you what they think what they would do. Me being a female, I wouldn't deal with a nigga that's bummy like that. So they're giving you that. They're giving you their own personal experience. If you're a male spiritualist that goes to a female spiritualist, it's the same exact thing. Once again, this is why the ancient people went to the two-spirited person for guidance, for assistance. Because Bishop was, okay, we're getting outside opinion here. Because this person right here is both. They have the logic of both. On top of that, they're not into a husband or wife, so they're not going to be influenced by their own personal decisions. So like I said, there's been practice. So when the invaders came in here, bitch, they saw that as, oh no, that gotta go. We need you to be productive, because we need to have more. The more that you become, the more you become, the more people we have that can work for us. So we got to stop this gay shit. We got to shut this gay shit down. Okay. And we're going to actually back it up with scriptures. A man shall not lay with a man and they start out with a man shall not lay with a mankind as he does a womankind. And just like, what the fuck are you talking about, sis? Because a mankind is human, period. And a womankind is what? So that sounds stupid any motherfucking way. But on the flip side, okay, people reiterate that. Like I said, you got Black conscious people that say homosexuality. Black spirituals out there, shout out to her. Hey, Raisinette. Oh, I don't do homosexuals because they got homosexual spirits. Girl, the African spirituality that you got right now came from a long line of gay people. You better do your research on how things went down in Africa and how it spread out into the Mediterranean area and the Middle Eastern area. Okay, we could talk about that. And we can also drop sources if you need that. We can cite our sources and give footnotes if you need that. So you might want to go back and re-educate yourself on that. Your elders learned what they learned about spirituality from people like me, chicks with dicks and women with vaginas, or women who look like niggas. That's where they got it from, sis. Because there was no contamination there. There was no confusion there. There was no being digmatized. It was actually forbidden for people of that experience to intermingle with the male parts or the female parts. You have to be in your own little group. That's where segregation coming out, where we hang with people like ourselves. Transgenders, two-spirit people all dealt with their own whatever. Women their own, men their own. And you only intermingled when it came down to procreation or taking care of business. There was not, oh, we gonna all be together. Girl, bye. You better check history. So like I said, you are getting misled. You're spiritually confused when you say, I'm a black spiritual brother, but I'm gonna talk about the homosexuals. And that's not, they got that from the Europeans. The last time I checked, the ancient Romans came from Africa. The last time I checked, the ancient Greeks came from Africa. The last time I checked, that's why you go into black, and you should know this if you've been inside of a fraternity or sorority. You should know that. Sis, bruh, you should know that shit. Okay, that shit came from the niggas, bitch. So the same shit you talk about, we going to Kama Sutra too, baby, which is a practice of all sex. They don't have rules against homosexual sex in the Kama Sutra, and we're talking about thousands of years. Do your research. Kama Sutra is older than your grandmama. It's older than the Bible that you read. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. There's so much spiritual confusion out there. Where you have people that are so-called, I'm an occultist. I came from a mystery school. I learned about the occult, but yet, sis, how does that work? How are you educated in the occult system, but you're part of the system that the occultists were trying, or you're part of the system that the occultists did not want in their system? Okay, you represent the population of individuals that the people who knew shit didn't want to be a part of. They didn't want an unfit mother to be a part of that. They didn't want a woman who couldn't find her own power and validity in her own damn yoni to be a part of that bullshit. Because see, that's what it comes down to. So like I say, you look at these people that are homophobic and transphobic, and you see their life, and you're like, oh, you would be mad because you don't know the power of your own damn vagina, and that's why you're mad about the trans. You don't know the power of your own damn penis, and that's why you're mad at the trans. Because ain't no man and ain't no woman who's comfortable in their yoni or their lingam or their dick or their pussy or their vagina gonna be worried about somebody who ain't got it. Bitch, you in your lane. Bitch, my pussy popping. I don't gotta worry about what she got going on. My penis popping. I don't gotta worry about what he got going on. But when your penis ain't popping, your vagina ain't popping, you want about what? Oh, that's a man. That's a nigga. And girl, while you doing that, girl, the niggas are checking this out. The niggas is wanting some. Well, you know, I didn't think about that for a minute. That's actually a trend. What is that? Let me Google that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I found the website. Oh, girl, wait a minute. That woman looked like a woman, but she got a ding, ding, ding. Oh my gosh, she taking power over that man. Ooh, and I tell you, I always meet women that say, I wish I had a penis too. I had a threesome with a couple back in the day. Beautiful. And she kept saying, I wish I had a penis. She said, I would get clients that would beg me to put strap-ons on. And she said, I wish I had a real one. She said, I wish I had a real one. That's what she said. She said, I wish I had a real one. And I said, wow. So here I am going to go get an SRS when there's women with yonis, functioning uteruses, wishing they had what I had. And see, girls think it's the opposite way around. Like I said before, I think if I had a yoni, I wouldn't get the dick that I've pulled. I wouldn't get the dick that I get. I wouldn't get the dick that blows up my motherfucking phone if I had a yoni. I wouldn't get the dick that's interested because they'll say, bitch, you like the rest of the bitches. Girl, you got what they got. I don't want that. I want something different. I wouldn't have 1,500 people on my Snapchat. And this was one. I got 3 Snapchats. So come on in here, but you're not ready for that. You're not ready for that, sis, at all. You're not... Girl, bitch. Hold on, girl. Let me see exactly what's going on this little snap right here. I haven't checked this snap in so long. Oh, y'all, I hate iPhones, by the way. I'm not a fan of iPhones, just so y'all know. I hate fucking iPhones. I'm gonna get rid of this phone as soon as I'm able to. Okay? I don't like iPhones. They're stupid. Apple is stupid as hell. Okay. I'm not a fan of iPhones, honey. Okay. Oh, it said I got 7 new followers, honey. Let's add them all. Let's have them all at the ball. Yes, honey. Anyway, like that girl, if I had a yoni that's fully functioning, girl, I wouldn't get nearly half the shit I got. Come on in here. I'll be like y'all, writing down checks and shit. Oh, come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here, Queen of Plants. How you doing? Listen, Queen of Plants, you get my email? Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. Mystic, I like your see-through. Thank you, honey. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I feel like a goddess in this. All my unmentionables are just free. Yes, honey. Papers they want that raw. I know that's listen, they ain't getting it raw, even they show the up-to-date papers. I'm not a fan of nobody body fluid being in my body fluid, honey, like that. No tea, no shade. When I date a man, it takes a while before we French kiss and shit. I don't really like that feeling. Like I don't even like raw shrimp. Let's talk about it for a minute. I don't like the consistency and the texture of that shit. So a wet mouth and tongue and just all that doesn't really excite me. So, like I said, to not have that, I'm not really sure about the other stuff neither. I'm just keeping it real. Not my cup of tea. No, not gonna grow too like it. That ain't my cup of tea though. Okay, come on in here. Come on in here, Joey. Yes, honey. Come on in here, TC. Yes, honey. Yes, Mister. I remember that I was done then. Oh, you remember that? Okay, here we go, TC. Okay. Cause TC, wasn't you a fan before? TC, wasn't you a fan before? Excuse me, TC. I felt like Auntie Wendy for a minute. I don't know. They took and kept that coin, girl. I know that's right. Something is on the way. Okay, we're gonna. Ooh, girl, I went way up there, didn't I? Watching House Hunters are listening to you. How about there's a trouble looking for a home? Oh wow, there's a trouble looking for a home. I know that's right. I know that's right, honey. What do you think of non-binary or non-conforming people? Because I'm so done with people saying they feel a man one day and a woman another day. Like that's not how the brain works. I'm not really a fan of that, and I've told you guys this. I'm not a fan of all these terminologies. None of these terminologies were there during the Stonewall event. None of these terminologies were here when girls were down there in Compton cafeteria. None of these stories or examples were there when men and women were getting arrested in homes when they found out that they were having homosexual sex. People don't know that homosexual sex is actually illegal. That if they knew that you're two mans having intercourse, and it's also fed the DL type of lifestyle too, that your ass got locked up. Okay. So when this happened, it was drag queen, transvestite, possibly TS, and then there was gay. That was it. There was no androgynous king, drag queen, femme, androgen, like girl. You're like I said, they can make up all the titles that they want. I'm gonna just address you by your name because I'm not gonna change my mindset and my lingo to better suit your confusion. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not at all. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. So, girl, I talk too much, girl. My voice is like dry and shit right now. I need some water, honey. But anyway, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, honey. So I'm not a fan of that non-binary or non-conforming. And, once again, like I said, partially I feel like a woman, partially I don't. So we're going to knock the men who are partially gay. Let's talk about this for a minute. We're going to knock the women that are partially gay, right? They're claiming to be bisexual, but they only want to be with a lesbian when the men don't want them, and then vice versa. When they have the men in their life, they said fuck lesbians and all that. And the same thing with the partial man. They only want to deal with a man when they're horny or they're not getting fulfillment with a woman. But when they don't need it, it's fuck the gays, we don't give a fuck. So we have an issue with this, right? We got an issue with the DL stuff. right? The rappers do, Game and all them. They said we don't have a problem with gays. We hate people that say they don't want to say they are, but we know they are. But we don't have a problem with people who want to be partly a woman or partly a man. We don't have a problem with that. How does that work? How does that work? And I'm sure they're feeling, girl, I need to get some water, y'all. My dress is see-through and I got on some panties. And then no telling, who's watching, what they're going to try to do. So I'm going to try to slide over here and get this water without showing too much. Okay, there we go. There we go. Bam. So like I said, I just don't see it. I don't. They said that about Wendy too. She's mainly a trans. I'm telling you, crazy. The spirit of confusion. Come on in here. I've seen them have gay lesbian couples on there before, but not this. They want a 3-sink master bedroom. They're going to have to be customized. Girl, it's crazy because I literally thought that when I was 5, I would grow up to be a mom and get pregnant. I would even draw myself as a little girl in kindergarten. And see, those are stories of trans women. Those are stories of real trans people. When I was growing up, I used to say, God, let me wake up a woman so they can see that I'm a girl. God, please. And girl, I wake up and I pull the cover back and I'll say, oh my God. Like, girl, I'll be so upset with myself. And I would have these imaginary experiences, y'all, to where, like I said, they caught me crazy. They're like, bitch, you need to go see a doctor. And I did. I saw my first psychotherapist or psychologist when I was motherfucking 12 years old. Because, bitch, like I said, I had a NSYNC poster on my wall, and they all had the little signature. And I drew stuff like on Justin Timberlake and Lance Bass. And there's another one that I like. There was only 3 of them that I thought was so hot. And girl, I wrote little notes. And my mom came in and she was like, what's this? And I said, nothing. And she said, what is these little markings then? And I said, you will never understand. And then my mom was like, okay, bitch, you going to the doctor. You got some problems. And yes, I did have some problems. Not problems like that, but I definitely had some things I need to work out. Come on in here. I'm not a fan of Jason Lee. That's it. Bitch, he needs to apologize. He needs to stop inviting the Sydney Stars and the Madisons. So he needs to stop doing that. He needs to get women that are actually there, being actual women, not women that feel like women most of the time when they're getting a validation and then we're not getting it. They want to throw it up and say, well, I want to expose this man. And I had this man. Girl, very quickly, because people think that I just be reaching for people. Like, I don't really pay attention to these girls, but these girls end up coming in my lane. Like, I do my thing and a guy would say, do you know who blah, blah, blah is? Or I'll be talking to a guy and then I go look underneath the comments section and I'm like, bitch. So that's who I saw. One of these girls was under the comment section of a guy who's local, like literally not too far away from me. And I won't even go into that whole situation. But I'm like, bitch, like, girl, every man that girl, really? I don't know. This is exactly why people don't have respect for trans. This is exactly why a lot of trans women don't feel like there's love. They feel like I'm never going to find me a man. Well, as long as you have people like the TDDDs and the Sydney DDDs and the Flaming Baby Bangs, you're not going to find it. Because a lot of these men who are into trans women don't identify with being gay. A lot of these men who like trans women don't want to be considered gay. So they're not going to want to be dealing with a trans woman, and it has nothing to do with being passable and being masculine. Because I know a lot of trans women that are not that passable and have no problem having a man. Matter of fact, some of them are actually married. Okay? They have no problem. But a man is not going to want to be comfortable with you and settle down with you and identify being straight when he's dealing and looking at you and saying, this is still a gay man. And I say that. Women like that, trans women like that, like Sydney Stars, in my opinion, they give me gay boyness. They don't give me that they're a woman. And I'm not saying that as saying that like gay boys are messy and stuff, but I'm saying like they don't give me woman. They give me that this is a man who said, I think I'm going to be a woman just to get validation. And like I said, it's nothing to do with being passable, none of that. Because you can buy passability. Okay. Anything that you can pay for, honestly, bitch, it kind of loses value because money loses value over time. Come on now. So we're talking about the fact is that, bitch, without the makeup, without the wigs, without the breasts, without that, underneath that, you're still acting like a gay man. And that's why you feel the need to expose men to get your clout. Oh, my only way to get a clout, even though I'm beautiful and passable and sexy, and I could be like an Amanda, or what's that other trans woman I know? There's another, I'm not even going to say her name. There's another trans woman I know that's very stealth. And I remember her back in the day from LA. Honey, she thought she was better than everybody else, girl. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me. She had her little shades on, her Louis bags and shit, girl. And now she's working with some of the top makeup people. Like, girl, like the top makeup people. She's done makeup for a lot of people. And it's amazing. But like I said, she's stealth. So that's why I'm not going to go into exposing any of that. But the same thing with that. She was beautiful. She didn't get her fame. She didn't get her millions because that's how much she's worth. Actually, more than that. She didn't get her money and her cosmetic lines by exposing the boys, even going into Nikki tutorials. She didn't get her millions and thousands and hundred thousands by saying, I'm going to tell the people that I just had sex with this man so they can gag at it. Like that, in my opinion, is a man's. That is a man's. And that's why I say gay man, because if you like men and you don't identify as a female, then what would you be considered? So that's to say, girls like that, I'm not a fan of being with. I'm not a fan of being with them because they're a gay man acting like a woman. I'm not a fan of being with them because those type of girls will get you murdered. Those type of girls will get you set up in a situation. Those are the type of girls that can't go nowhere by themselves, and they're always looking over their shoulder. I don't want that. I want to be able to step into places and not have any problems. Period. Okay. That's what it comes down to. Yes, honey. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much, Yellow Joy. Hoy Zoa. Yes, Queen of Plants. I understand the non-binary as beyond male and female, hence non-binary. Many cultures have rejected the idea of male and female in all of history. It's not the new, of course, spirit is sexless. Right. Spirit is sexless. You said that right. But energy has nothing to do with nails, hair, and makeup. So see, Yellow Joy, how we're talking about spirit and physical. So spirit is sexless. Spirit is genderless, right? And yes, spirit has a way of expressing itself, masculine or feminine, but still in that notion, because a spirit is expressing itself as femininity, it doesn't mean a spirit has to go put on a wig and makeup and still have a beard and mustache. And then when it doesn't want to express the femininity, it says, now I want to be the masculine. So let me take all the shit off and let me act like I'm a gangster. Spirit will always be exactly the identity that it is designed to be. But in nature, okay, it will be expressive in the assignment that they're still being. So I said before, there's a lot of gay men that are very feminine, but they don't wear makeup. There's a lot of gay men that are very feminine, but they don't do that trans stuff. All that shit came out newly. Like all that shit is a recent after you have a lot of these people that come out and say, I'm non-binary. And then I'll say, oh, me too. Like, are you really? Or are you just confused about it? And this is why I keep telling people, go see a therapist. Like now it probably don't make no sense because now they're going to say, well, you don't have to pick. You could be whatever you want to be. Okay, you're right. But at the end of the day, you know what it is you like. Just like being bisexual, I tell people, I don't think that bi is the real thing. I think that bi is part in, part out. I think that either as a bi person, you're either gay, you're either a straight man who wants to be gay sometimes, or you're a gay man who wants to be straight sometimes, and vice versa. There's no such thing as I like men and women equally. No, you don't. Because we can even go on the past year. In the past year, compared, how many vaginas have you looked at? How many penises have you looked at? Okay, so if you're a man who have looked at more penis than vagina, okay, but you're gay. If you're a man who looked at more vaginas than you did penis, okay, girl, you're straight. Or you can say you're bi, but like I said, you're still, like I said, that's just, to me, that's just a category that's there to make people be in that. We're going to make sure that you're comfortable in that. And like I said, that's my opinion. A lot of people don't like that. They can be offended by it. I don't really care. I'm just telling you my team. The world is so confused about what it is they want to be and what exactly or how to go about expressing themselves because they're allowing as a mockery people who don't know exactly what they are. Oh, these are just words. I'm a drag queen transsexual. Oh, they're just words. I don't have to have surgery to be a woman. Oh, these are just words. I could let my beard grow out. And it's just like, right, they are just words, sis. But now you need to apply that for all areas of your life. So if non-binary, non-conforming is okay, then also people should have a right to dislike you for being that. People should also have a right to dislike you for being anything that you say you are. Because if it's okay to be non-conforming and non-binary when it comes to your sexual preference or your gender identity, then it's okay for them to not want to conform to accepting you. So if you say, well, no, it's not okay. Okay, so then it's not okay for you to say, well, I feel like a man sometimes, but I also feel like a woman sometimes. It's not okay for you to say that too then. So see, that's what I said. It gets into the whole world being hypocritical. And that just feeds a lot of issues. And that's where a lot of this shit goes into play at. A lot of trans women are murdered and taken out by men who are confused about their sexuality. A lot of trans women are fueled, or their hate is being fueled by men and women who's confused about their gender identity. So you have confusion of sexuality, which goes into DL, which encourages men to say, I feel gay sometimes and I don't feel gay. I want to get rid of the evidence. So then they slander and they murder trans people and gay people too. They don't talk about that neither. And then for the ones who say, well, I'm non-binary, non-conforming to me liking to be gay, a woman or straight. Okay, on the same token. So today I want to be this. So then the people who already don't like us will say, well, this is how she think too. Yes, we see her always like a trans person, but she was born a man. And this man was also born a man. And sometimes he's a woman, sometimes he's a man, and he still want to be called Marcus, and he goes to bed in a mustache, so she must be like him too. Aha! So we can't fight with that. I can't fight with that because that's his perspective. That's his perspective because that's what he's seeing. And I cannot hold him accountable for that because that's what he's seeing. So that's why I said before, I'm not a fan of that bullshit. Spirit is sexless. Spirit is genderless. Spirit could express itself however it want to express itself. If Spirit want to put on a glitter wig, but Spirit don't have to do that to feel feminine. Spirit don't have to put on a glitter wig to express how feminine it is. Spirit don't have to do that. Spirit don't have to grow out his full face of hair and get a tattoo to show how masculine it is. That is a physical trait that the physical body chooses to accept. So that's what I say, and that's what I'm sticking with. We can all be non-binary. That's what we all. Technically, girl, we all have estrogen in us. We all have testosterone in us. That's nature. Technically, we're naturally non-binary. But on the flip side, people who are not sure about who they are, and they're seeing the person say, well, I know I'm a man, but sometimes I want to put on some makeup because that's how gay I am. Then they're like, oh my God, so gayness is putting on wigs and makeup. Oh my God, so all the trannies are gay. And that's all I'm saying. So that's I'm like I cannot hold them accountable for their trans hate. I can't hold them accountable for them not liking transgender people because you have trans people that fuel that. So-called trans people. You got people that's fueling that. I can hate a white man who do not like black people. I cannot hate a black person who do not like white people because you have white folks that don't like black people. You got white folks that black folks that don't like white people. And then they'll say, well, they did it to us. You can't kill hate with hate. If a white man don't like you because you're black and he calls you racial slurs and all that good shit, how does it make you feel empowered to go around and call him racial slurs? Pig, honky, cracker. Like, that really makes you feel good about yourself, sis? It shouldn't, but it makes you feel good because that shows you that the same hate that you want to get rid of is in your blood. And you're not conditioned like that, bitch. You choose to be that way because you're not conditioned. A lot of us grew up in family like that. A lot of us, I have friends, girl, that are lesbian, that date interracially. And they grew up in a household where they said, bitch, you're going to like dick and you're only going to go for black people. And these people grew up and said, bitch, fuck that shit. I like pussy and I like white people. I like Mexicans. I like Asians. And that's what they did. So you have no excuse in 2020 to have a hate for anybody unless you choose to. And like I said, I don't fuck with that. I'm not a fan of that. I will not befriend you if you're homophobic. I will not befriend you if you're transphobic. I will not befriend you if you're sexist, racist. If you have a problem against anything, I'm not a fan of you. If you have a problem against Muslims, Christians, Jewish, I'm not your fan. I'm not your friend. We're never going to talk. We're never going to see, because we're not going to see eye to eye, sis. We're not going to have political conversations. We're not going to talk about money because your brain is somewhere else. So why am I going to waste my time befriending that? Why am I going to waste my time even entertaining that? So like I said, that's where I come from. And once again, that's why I keep my circle so small. I've seen family members, I've seen old friends of mine thought they had what a trans was down. Someone who was born male anatomy, who feels like a female through whatever it is. And then they see this bullshit, full-grown beards and mustaches, long acrylic nails, and yo, what's up? And don't call me her, I'm still he. So she's like, I'm confused. So wait a minute. And then people say, well, this is why they need to get to know you individually. People don't have time for that. I mean, let's talk about it. That's the same thing why a lot of people are racist to everybody. People don't have time to get to know individually, Black people individually. People don't have time to individually learn white people either. So if a person had a bad experience with one Black person or a couple, they're going to have a lot of hate for all Black folks. And the same thing with the other thing. If Black folks had bad experiences with one or two white folks, they're going to always have issues with all white folks. And that's not okay. So the same thing with being trans and stuff. If they see someone who claims to be, well, I'm not trans, but you look like a trans person, they're going to say, well, fuck that shit. I'm not about to ask her or he, are you a man or are you a woman? However, what do you want to be identified? I don't got time for that. So instead of me doing that, I'm just going to keep it moving. Or I'm just going to call them what the other people I see said they wanted to be called. He said that he wanted to be called he still, and he got a full face of makeup on and got some breast implants. So when I see this bitch, I'm going to do the exact same thing because I don't have time to say, mama, are you really a trans woman? Because he's really not. So that's all I'm saying. It all feeds something. And as I said, bitch, we can't be upset at that. We can't be upset at transphobia. We can't be upset at homosexual phobia. We can't be upset at racism because, bitch, you're fooling something. And if you're fueling sexism, you're fueling homophobia. If you're fueling homophobia, you're fueling transphobia. And there's no girl. Nobody's better than nobody. And that's how I see it. You got a problem with Muslims because they're Muslim, bitch. People cannot like you because you're gay. I'm for that. Let's talk about it. That's not equality, bitch. If you hate somebody because of their sexual orientation, their creed, or their religion, then somebody have the right to hate your ass. That's called an eye for an eye, baby girl. I'm about that life. You steal from me, bitch. That person have right to steal from your fucking ass. Oh God, they stole from me. You stole from them though. Or you didn't steal from them, but you stole from other people. So why are you so shocked that people stole from you? Even going to like that the person who said they were robbed and stuff. Like, I would like to know if you were robbing clients. Because I know girls that do that too. I know girls who would post fake ads to get a client over and get their wallet and shit and get money. I know girls who did that. Once again, I don't have any friends. So was that karma coming into why you got robbed? Why someone got over there and got you together? Like I said, it all comes into something. So if we're going to hold one person accountable, let's hold it all accountable. If we're going to talk about how people are racist, then bitch, we got to talk about people who's homophobia and transphobia. If we're going to talk about people who's transphobia and homophobia, we're going to talk about people who is racist and sexist and xenophobic. And if you don't want to talk about it, then let's not talk about people not liking trans people then either, because they have a right to. Just like you have a right not to like what you don't want to like, they have a right not to like your ass. And I'm sticking to it. So like I said, it's what it is, girl. Hate is hate. You hate something, bitch, you're all fueling that bullshit. We got it all because of y'all. How about that? We got sexism, FOMO, we got all that shit because of all that shit. I said it, bitch. I said it. Come on here, TC. I said it, bitch. You ain't gonna do shit. She have gray and white hair with flat top mullet. That always have one of Right. Souls are sexless, but we are still bounded by our human experience. There really isn't a historical basis for non-binary, but definitely is for transgender. Navajo had 4 genders, but they were M and F. That's the whole example. Going even into spirit. Spirit has more genders than male and female. as we talked about in Summons of Conjure class. There's a lot of gender expressions and sexual expressions, but still, girl, if you are, let me tell you an example. A lot of you Black folks and white folks are mixed with something, right? But when you ask them, what are you? I'm Black. So spirit is raceless, right? Spirit is sexless. So why do we all identify as being Black still and gay and still and straight still and all? Because bitch, spirit don't have that. There's no sexual orientation when it comes to spirit neither. It's about energy. So like I said, if we're going to apply that to the gender expression, then let's apply that to the racial expression as well. Okay. And that's why on all my shit, since I can remember, I put other or mixed. I never subscribe to saying I'm this, I'm that. It's other or mixed. It's been like that in my household since I can remember. Bitch, there's no, are you? No, honey, we're not going into that, mama. We're not going into that. We're not doing that, bitch. Other or mixed. That's what we're doing, ma'am. Yeah. No, ma'am. Well, we're going to go by what you look like. Okay, girl, well, you could look like an ass, but are you really an ass? You're right. Okay, so if you look like an ass, but we're not going to call you an ass, so why do we have to go by what I look like? Well, I'm not going to call you a woman because you look like a man and I know you're still a man. Okay, you look like a bummy ass bitch. And maybe that's why they don't want to hire you at the job. Maybe it has nothing to do with you being Hispanic or Black. Maybe they just don't want to work you because you look like a bum. So if we're going to talk about it, sis. Because like I said, I know white folks that can't get a job neither. It has nothing to do with race, girl. They can't get a job because they're a bum. And racism do exist. I'm just saying though. Everybody did not hire you just because you're Black. That's not everybody's story. Everybody didn't hire you just because you're trans. That's not everybody's story. Everybody not hire you just because you're gay. That's not everybody's story, girl. Everybody can't pick the exact same fucking storyline, girl. You just didn't have what it took, girl. Period. Okay. Maybe they actually, did I have a job? Did I have my own place? Did I have the qualifications? Well, I was trying to be an assistant, which requires a lot of data entry. I got to have enough time to be in front of the computer. I can only type 20 words per minute. And we all know when it comes to being computer literate, girl, you got to have 60 words per minute minimum. So it's like, so maybe that's why you didn't get the job, girl, because you were only typing 20 words per minute. Why do you have to go back? Well, I didn't get the job because I got tattoos on me. I didn't get the job because they thought that I was a woman when I'm really a man. And they found out when they wrote my social security number. And it's just like, girl, come on now, mama. We know a lot of girls that got good positions in this world, and they're, girl, no tea, no shade. We know what they are, obviously. They can't fool nobody, but they got it. So how do they get it and they're not as passable as you, and you're very passable and you didn't get it? I think it's qualifications, girl. I think it's safe to say you didn't qualify. Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. You didn't qualify. Everybody not qualified. Come on in here. Someone's telling me I was homosexual because there was a gay demon attached to my soul. Crazy people. I just walked away. I know that's right, Yellow Joy. You cannot teach them. You cannot teach a fool a damn thing. And as I said, going into that transgender in that game theater, when they said, sir, I'm not cutting in, I'm not saying, but me being even trans, I wouldn't have called her sir or, but I would have possibly, said, hi, what's your name? And addressed that person as their name. But when you're looking like you're playing in it, because, there's people that play in it. We got Jesus, we got bearded Jesus, we got the bearded lady too. We got a lot of these, what do you call them? Milan stars and stuff, full face of makeup girl, and they go out with boy clothes and shit on. So we don't know nowadays. In 2020, we really don't know. I'm a trans, I'm telling you, we really don't know what it is. We don't know the situation. But then for him to call you sir, and then the guy said, I didn't say sir, and you said, oh, I'm not a sir. Like, girl, that was testosterone there, girl. No cut in. That was testosterone there. On top of that, what? You're not going to change his mind. If he thinks that you're sir and he disrespected you, the best thing to do is to throw the shit that you have in your hand to the floor. Let me tell you what I would do. Throw it to the floor, honey, and get the fuck up out of there. But the whole, no, I'm a woman. You're gonna see me for that. And if I'm gonna stay here until you call me a man. That right there, girl, that's a whole nother level. That's some shit right there. That's stupidity. That's you. And to be honest with you, ma'am, I blame this on the thugs. Because the thugs, they be looking for people like you, ma'am. I blame this on the thugs back there on Craigslist. No tea, no shade, ma'am. I've seen a lot of you people back there on Craigslist back in the day. BBC Raw. I need a BBC to breed me. So you had all these gangsters, and y'all posted pictures too, ma'am. No disrespect to you. And they post these pictures of these raw BBCs doing them. So of course, mama got a little taste and she's like, I'm a lady. I'm a lady, honey. And that's what happened, girl. She got a little taste of that BBC. So when she went to that store, and the other people didn't see it, like the BBC who just wanted some of that booty. He wanted some of that softness, honey. You know, because he wasn't gonna get this raw. So he said, "Let me go over there to that." So when they didn't see it like he saw it, she said, "Oh my God, I thought I fooled them." Mama had facial hair still growing. Mama didn't have a wig on. Mama had on some jeans with no body, no cut in. She had on jeans with no body. There was no boobs there. Mama was off with the colors. So her broad shoulders and all that shit stood out. So all I'm saying is just like, girl, you know, I think you went there on purpose to want to get called out. That's what I think. There was a girl I used to know back in there. Her name was Vanessa. T.S. Vanessa. Hey, T.S. Vanessa. She ain't T.S. Vanessa no more, so I can call her T.S. She's another person now. She's a man again. She used to go to the mall, y'all, for people to clock her tea, too. Oh, I'm cunt, darling. Oh, I'm so cunt. Girl, when they clocked her tea, what? Go! Sit down outside there. Oh, fuck with there. Ooh. Girl, I kid you not, girl, I was with her one time. And they start clocking her tea, and I said, oh, wait a minute, I'm not gonna be in this, but of course I was forced to be in it. And then my friend I was with jumped in and he's like, no, fuck that shit. You want to touch her, you gotta fight me. He didn't care about T.S. Vanessa, but T.S. Vanessa was like, oh my God, so he didn't give a fuck about me, but he cared about you. And I said, well, listen, girl, I think you wanted that though. No, I didn't. Yes, you did, girl. When they clocked your tea, you should have kept moving. Girl, people call Wendy a man all the time. There's a lot of women out there they call man. They call my sister-in-law a man. My sister have very strong features. Okay, my sister-in-law is Native American, Caucasian, and Negroid. Okay, excuse me. She's Black, white, and Indian. And girl, she got very strong features, like strong jawline, strong cheeks, and all that. That's what I tell you. I don't mess with my face. If my face look hard to y'all, let it be. Bitch, I have a very strong jawline, girl. I have a whole bunch of teeth up in the girl. I got Native American teeth. I got some African shit up in there, girl. I embrace my strongness, girl. Okay, because my ancestors had it, girl, and they still got dick. Okay, so we're not breaking no jawline down, none of that shit, girl, to fit something that we really don't belong to. So anyway, girl, I said, Miss Thing, you wanted that because I forgot what's going with that, but bitch, you wanted that because they clocked my sister-in-law, girl. I remember y'all. We were at John's Incredible Pizza, and they were like, "That's a man," and girl, I was like, "Oh, okay, they clocking me." Oh. Okay, bitch, they clocked me. Ooh, okay, girl. And girl, but no, they were talking to my sister-in-law. And then the girl was like, I gotta ask her something. My sister-in-law said, what you gotta ask me? And she's like, oh, girl. So girl, the man jumped in. And I said, oh no, we ain't doing this. So security jumped in and she was like, yeah, they were calling me a man. And I said, girl, were they calling you one? They're calling me one. She said, no, girl, they were calling me one. I said, are you sure? She's like, no, I'm sure they were calling me one. I remember that girl, she had on some Daisy Dukes, wet and wavy hair and a tank top. But anyway, girl, Vanessa wanted that. Vanessa was like, I want them to check me. When they checked you, you should have just walked out, sis. Because if they thought you're a man, let them think that. Because they're not getting none. You can think I'm a man all day long. You ain't getting none of this ass. You ain't getting none of this over here. You ain't touching on. You ain't getting none of it. So think whatever the fuck you want to think. I'm keeping it moving, sis. But the fact is, bruh, and you, what? Okay, girl, they won. Some of them said, I just see what you're going to say. I'm telling you, some of them said, this is what you're going to say, girl. We went to T-Mobile, girl. Hello? I went to T-Mobile several times. But this situation, T-Mobile, girl, we went to T-Mobile. I was with my trucker friend. You're going to stop kicking my leg. I was with my trucker friend. Girl, and the guy was like, ooh, look at these two motherfuckers. And when he said that, I said, oh, he trying to clock the T. So, girl, I played it off, girl. I was like, So he's like, "Hi, can we help you guys?" Oh, I said, "Oh, they clock. Oh, okay." Girl. So, girl, the guy is going on, and I'm like, "Yes, hi, can we?" So, the voice shut him down, and he's like, and the guy's like, "Told you." And then I was like, "What's so funny?" And the guy's like, "We thought that you two were men." And then, of course, the girl that was there with me, girl, they clocked her T. Girl, she wanted to be a man. She had nothing on, nothing. Girl, flat with shades on, weave, Bobby Boss weave, girl. Never doing all that shit. Hey, girl, what are you here for, girl? Yeah, just doing all that shit. So she wanted to be clocked. And I said, y'all was like, "No, I'm a woman." And he's like, "Yeah, I kind of." So he's like, "So what's up? What's your number?" And the girl was like, "No, we're not doing it." So she grabbed me. So I'm like, "Bitch, no." They clocked your tea. They got confirmation. They were actually shocked because they wanted a reaction from me. I didn't give them the reaction. You're giving them the reaction. So now the next time I come here, girl, there's gonna be a problem. Girl, bye. I said, "Bitch, she ain't coming back here." So the bitch never came back. We actually had a fallout. She didn't come back here. She ain't come back here. Why you on me? Why you on me? What the fuck about it? Ow. Yes, honey, Mystic. If a love interest is being distant, could that be attributed to slacking on love work or outside influences? It could be anything. I cannot give advice on any casework that I do not get involved with. I told you that people actually send me pictures and they send me emails say, "Hey, do you think this work was done right? Or what impression you get off this energy?" I don't do readings on stuff I do not touch. I don't know what was going on, what type of shit was in that. I don't know if there was some real shit going on. I can't touch that at all. I cannot touch that, honey. Okay. Mystic, watermelon jelly you had yesterday looked really good. It is good, honey. Mm-hmm. It tastes like cotton candy. When Nika Tutora said she was trans, I gagged. We all did. Come on in here. On another break. Yes, honey, come on in here. I saw that video. I seen a 6 foot trans body set my guy outside the movie theater. It happens a lot. See, but I ain't doing that. Down there in Houston, Texas, I saw a group of trans women out there too. Y'all, I don't want to look for my orange, y'all. Y'all see all that flag right there? Girl. Hi, everybody. Anyway, in Houston, Texas, I saw 2 trans women get clocked by these guys. They could have just kept going. Instead, they wanted to convince the guys that they were women, and they started fighting these men. Girl, they're sitting here with a body full of silicone. And I want to tell people this: when you have surgery, and especially silicone in your body, you can fall wrong and die. So you should not be fighting with silicone in your body. Girl, they were out here. Girl. And I'm just like, sis, what are you trying to prove? Like, they clocked your tea. Keep it moving. Like, sis, no shade. They clocked your tea. Keep it moving. Let them think that you're that. Keep it moving. But obviously, you felt some type of way. And obviously, you thought you were going under radar and you felt some type of way. And that's why you did that. Obviously, you intentionally is a gay man who's trying to pass as a woman. And when they clock the tea, it got you together. Like I said, girl, I don't get my tea clocked like that. But if I ever get my tea clocked, I keep it moving. Sometimes I'll be like, "Excuse me?" That's it. But ain't no, what, come on, what, meet me outside, bro. I'm going to fight him because he saw something in me that he possibly won't. I'm going to fight with him that he's getting so turned on that he's fighting within himself that I'm going to confront. No, man, we're not doing that. If that's what he think it is, okay, bye, honey. Have a good day. I got nothing to prove. And on top of that, you ain't getting none. And one of the guys, I remember one time, girl, he clocked the tea. CVS. And I know he only clocked it because he wanted some. He wanted some, girl. He gonna say, "Well, if you're not really a man, prove it." So you want me to take off my clothes in this store so you can think about it and go home and masturbate? How about not? So we're going to keep it moving, sir. Bam, pay for my shit. Okay. Bye-bye, honey. Bye. So of course the lady was like, no, don't go. Let him leave first. Police come escort him. No, bitch, he ain't gonna do shit. Bye, honey. You have a good night. Bye, sir. Bitch, I kept going, girl. I told you he didn't do shit, y'all. When he left out, girl, he kept going. I kid y'all not. When he came out the parking lot, he left and he kept going, girl. There was no scene, no what's up, baby, can I get some? None of that. But I know exactly what it was. He wanted energy. He did not get the energy, so he said, fuck it, I'm done. I said, but you can't feed everybody. Girl, bye. Think what you want. Girl, these nails better not fuck up this cover up, girl. It better not. It's getting snagged and shit on it, y'all. Anyway, listen, y'all. The video where the girl was like, know your pronouns, honey. Oh, you're talking about that video. Yeah, honey. It's ma'am. It's not sir. It's ma'am. Girl, sounded like a drill sergeant. It's not. Anyway, let me stop. Let me stop. Listen, you guys. I'm going to go. I just wanted to talk about that. I was going to do something else today, but that kind of sidetracked me because I'm literally clutching all my pearls, darling. When I saw that shit I said, what? Girl, wait a minute. I knew what it was. Girl, and girl, I just, that's why you can't trust nobody. This is why you have to go with your instincts. And even going into the manager, my words to this manager would be, this is why you cannot give up who you are for something that is temporary. And the scripture says that this too shall pass, that everything is temporary. So you never give up who you are, the very being, your very fiber, you, what you are, what you represent, to please someone else. When the client said, you can't work with nobody else but me, bitch, sorry, because we know it's no bookings like that, and we know the gigs are not like that. We know there's a couple of thousand attached, but we know there's no gigs like that. So like I say, even for that, so you're selling yourself, you're selling your soul, your being, who you're meant to be for some money? That don't sound right. The very essence of who you are, bitch, that surpasses the money, that surpasses the materialistic that you get here. You're letting that go for some money that you cannot take with you when you go. How does that make sense? That's like settling for somebody in a relationship that doesn't really want you and love you and expect it to be something greater than what it is. Bitch, the same way it starts is the same way it's going to end. And that's what the old people say. That's what the elders say. Bitch, how you found that man is how you going to lose him. How you found that client is how you're going to lose them. The client was a narcissistic individual when you first met them, and that's how you lost them. Excuse me, girl, there's more than one queen that can rule the throne. Excuse me, girl, there's more than one queen that can get this bag. And no, I don't see that. Girl, you're reflecting and projecting your own demons. And that's what it comes down to. So like I said before, my only thing would be, honey, hopefully he learns his lesson. Honey, because the red flags is when that child stole your vehicle. I gotta go. I'm playing that bullshit. I told y'all, I was talking to a guy, and I'm done. I was talking to a guy back in the day who their family was very open to, me being trans and stuff, because, they thought their son was gay growing up. And they said, well, if my son is gay, we're going to still love him and accept him. And the brother said, yeah, we're going to love our brother. And just so happened when he met me, they were like, oh, okay, he's not gay. And then, of course, the younger brother was like, well, I mean, that's really a man, though. And the mama said, actually, it's not. Whatever. The mother educated him. And I gagged. I said, oh, my God, the mother is old school. She educated him. Girl, work. But anyway, what turned me off about this situation was the fact is that we were building, and he let his homeboys and the friends of his brother, his homeboys of his brother, come into the house and not only disrespect me, because it was kind of cute, but it really wasn't. Where they were like, well, are you really gay if you're dating someone like that? And then the question is, are you really straight? Because blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, it was just all that shit, y'all. And sometimes it was cute and jokey. But what really broke the straw that broke the camel's back is when the woman came over to do my hair, okay? And they were basically drilling her. Like, well, do you know that this is really a man? And it was jokey, but still she was like, wait a minute, girl. She was like, girl, they shouldn't joke like that. There's nothing funny about that. And I was like, you're right. You're right. There's nothing funny about that. And of course, I found out later this person had an auntie who was transgendered as well, who was actually murdered with her lover in a situation like it was a situation gone wrong. But I didn't know that until this came up. But that's what broke the camel's back is when he let, first of all, that happen. And of course, I could check them. But first of all, you're a man like them. Second of all, these are your people. If I let my people come in here and regulate, bitch, it's gonna be some problems. If I call my people over here to correct and castigate, there may be a fucking massacre that happens up in here. So I'm like, girl. So anyway, but the fact too that he will let them come in and eat shit, y'all. Like, girl, we were, trying to build things, trying to save. Okay, we're gonna blah 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 blah. And so I'm thinking we're working towards our goals, saving up coin. But y'all, he will let them come in. This is my house. Mi casa, su casa. You do what you want to do. You want to come here. So, girl, they were coming in, y'all. We had 3 bathrooms. They were coming in. We actually had 3 bathrooms in the house. We had one bathroom that had just the sink in the toilet. Girl, they were bringing in people having sex in the bathroom, y'all doing shit in the bathroom. To where I'm like, oh, hell no. The house represents your body and your mind. So if you're letting people run in and out of your house like that, you let people run in and out your body like that and your mind like that, which means you don't love yourself. So I said, bitch, I gotta go. So the same thing with that. When they let when that motherfucker stealth that vehicle and she didn't say shit to his ass, that would have been, I gotta go. That's your red flag, bitch. Because even with my ex, that red flag broke us up. And girl, guess what? They all got arrested. Okay. Something went down. He got arrested. The mama got arrested. The brothers got. So imagine that, girl. I would also got arrested too if I was still in that. So that was spirit saying, bitch, get the fuck up out of there. It's time to go. So that's all I'm saying, girl. Don't sell yourself for some coin. Because it was nice. It was beautiful, y'all. It was beautiful coming out and have 5 cars that you can pick any pick you want to get into. What car are we going to ride today? That one. Oh, this one. Ooh, if we don't want that, we go get another. Girl, bye. He even had friends that owned car dealership shit, y'all. So if he wanted another car, no problem. You could borrow that for the day. Just don't go over 800 miles, whatever. Girl, when I tell you, honey, no thanks. Bitch, I'm not selling myself out for some money. I'm not selling myself out for people around me. It's not going to happen. And that's what it came down to. So unfortunately, like I said, hopefully that manager learns his lesson and never sell out again for nobody else again. Don't sell yourself for some fucking coin. If they can't take you for whom what you are, bitch, say bye-bye. Bye, honey. There's a lot of things you could do. Bye, honey. I gotta go. Bye. I gotta go. You're so busy-minded, girl. There's a lot of things you could sponsor and be the backside of. If you want to be the manager, that's fine, but you can also be behind it. Okay, listen, I'm going to book you this and book you that, but I want to be in the back of it all, or I want to give you the coin to do that, invest some money into you. I'll give you $20,000 for every 1,000 you make. Shoot me 50 or shoot me 500. Okay, bitch, and every month, let me see your books. What you got going on? How much money are you making? Let me see. Okay, what my cut? Like I said, that's what it comes down to. Get everything in contract. But I think they say he had no contract. Once again, he was like, okay, I won't deal with other people. Girl, that bitch is not that marvelous. And I can assure you, that bitch made probably more coin escorting or prostituting, not escorting, prostituting and doing pornos than she's doing not doing it. And that's all we're gonna say. We're gonna keep it right there, right now. Anyway, yes, honey. I did get your email so late, Plant Care. So late. Listen, if you're available right now, Plant Care, let's see right now. Okay, let's see right now. Let's see this right now. Okay. Okay, let's do this right now. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. God damn it. We would have 30, we'd have 33 minutes. I think we could do it because it's only you and I. Listen, if you're available right now, we can actually do it right now, Plant Care. I'm ready. I'm ready, honey. I got my board and everything ready. I'm ready now. We have about a good 30 to 45 minutes. I'm sure that's enough time because it's only you. You ask your questions. I present the teas to you, go over your questions, answer your questions, and I be done. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go, you guys, to Spirit Missile Blast. Oh, I should set that in the beginning. What we decided to do, and I'm gonna actually go in there and edit it now. We decided that we were gonna leave the blue light activation up until the 19th of February. But the gagger is because we see people who signed up in, we got to give them an early bird deal. The gagger is it's not 140 though. So if you still want to join the Blue Activation, you have until the 19th to sign up. But instead of being 140, it is 200. Okay. And like I said before, because you procrastinated this whole time, that's nothing to do with me. You were aware of exactly what's going on, how it operates. We talked about it every time we came live. I put the blog spot there. I know a lot of you check out the blog spot regularly, so you saw the information. So, like I said, you're definitely down to join. You definitely check that out. But that's what it's going to be. It'll be 200 to join, and you're still going to get exactly what everybody else get. Like I said, that'll be fair, right? That'll be fair. Everybody who already joined in, honey, come on in here. Everybody who said, "Bitch, there's a deadline. Let's get in on it." That's fair. That's fair, honey. You could join into the festivities and what we got going on. Like I said, honey, you're not getting a deal. You're not getting that full deal. You're still saving a lot of coins, though. Because like I said, if you got all this stuff by itself, it will possibly come up to about maybe $700. Maybe even more than that. Because I think the lowest goddess intervention, I think, is like 400. And then the natal charting is 88. So yeah, we'll say you're saving about a good $500, even if you do still join at 200. And when I say we're covering a lot of stuff, we're going to be covering a lot of stuff. Oh my God. I'm going to try to hurry up and knock out these classes before we get even started on our presentation. Because like I said, about 2 weeks before we start getting into stuff, everyone who's in it has to prep anyway. So I still got some time, but I want to get just that out so we can focus only on the blue light activation. And then the other stuff we got going on, because a few of you hit me up about something. And I was like, oh my God. I was speaking about this with one of my friends because there's a class I wanted to offer. And I said, wait a minute. No, ma'am. How about we do that in person? How about we make that an in person thing? So, anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that, though. And you have a lot of time for that. Oh, Plant Care. It will be on Facebook. Let me see. Do you have Hangouts? Let me see. Are you in this Hangouts? I may not have the Hangout video on here. Let me see. Let me see. Uh oh. Let's see. Are you not in this one? Let me see right now. You got Star. Let me see. You got to be in here. Yeah, you are in here. I wonder why you're not popping up under this. Let's click on people. Ah, okay, because you're under. No. You're not popping up there. But I can see you in this chat right here. Motherfucker. I think that's you. Yeah, uh-huh. I don't see you. I see you here, but it's not letting me click on you. Listen, add me on that Hangouts. We could do either or. Add me on the Hangouts that says Mystic. Mystic. I don't know the login on that. I don't know what that is. What is this? Which one is this Hangouts? Shit, it's not showing. It's not showing. Okay. So the one that says Mystic Persia on it, I don't know if that's the email one. I don't know what. It's the same one that has the Art of Conjure. Call me on that one. Yeah, because it's not letting me. It's not letting me click you. You're not on the list, but you're in the room. Yeah, so add me on that one. Yeah. Yes, honey. It could be either or. So yeah, like I said, let's do it right now. If you're not available, I would just say you would have to email me your questions, and then I could do the symbols and I can email them to you. Because of course today will be my only free day. I got a busy week ahead of me, a busy weekend, a busy all that good stuff. It's just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on, and today y'all mismatched. I have these chandelier type earrings, honey. We're gonna call them from the House of Merkaba. Yes, honey. And then we have our little what they call this? Shit, hypoallergenic something stone. It's like a fire topaz. So girl, we're a little mismatchy today, girl. I was feeling a little. I still got to get ready. I'm gonna take this off. I just want to kind of, I just want to kind of be a little playful, honey. You know. Anyway, I can send my questions in tomorrow since I have my notepad at school. Okay. That's up to you. Okay, that's definitely up to you. If that's up to you, I will write them out, take pictures, send them to you. You can send your questions and I will ask if that's easier. Like I said, I have until about 9:40. It's about 9:04 now. So yes. So that's easier. I will definitely do that. So definitely email your questions. I will definitely respond back to you. Then like I said, I will draw the symbols up and I will email them to you. Okay. Adrian, how you doing? Yes, honey. Where you get this dress? I got this dress from a sex shop or a sex boutique. This dress is also known as a cover-up dress. But what I'm doing is I want it to be a little seductive and a little, to make sure we're not showing too much teeth. I want it to be a little, what you call that? A little, you know what you call that. I want to be a little bit, a little sexual there. I wish I could lift this up a little bit. Can I lift this up a little bit just a little bit, just to give you an idea of, oh, wait, no, we can't. Anyway, but as you can get an idea, the stomach is almost, it's not all the way flat, but we got a little something there, but it's very little, honey, very little. I can't get rid of my hot Cheetos, can't get rid of my Oreos and milk, my almond milk, Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't get rid of that. So that's it. Yeah, and yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A little something. Yeah. That's it. A little something right there. I just want to be a little floopish today. Felt a little floopish today, darling, You know, I want it to be closed, but I want it to be naked. So, you know, let everything, hey, excuse me, thank you. Thank you, honey. Let everything, you know, just be itself, you know, be free, you know. But hey, the thighs are coming together very quickly, honey. The thighs are nice and firm and you know, nice and firm, honey. You know, I do squats and shit, honey. I run up and down the Stairmaster. So the legs are nice and strong and shit, honey. I feel like Madonna, honey. Bitch, I'm Madonna. Anyway, Mystic, where did you get your wig from? Ah, you tried that plank hair. Actually, I would have to email you where I got it from. One of my people actually sent me the link to these people. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so gorgeous. It's good hair. I got it from I wash it with Whole Blends by Garnier Fructis, and it keeps the hair like just so nice, y'all. I was using Suave Coconut, which was working good, but the hair would get tangled. But the Whole Blend, I think it's propolis and shea butter. It just refines the hair, y'all, and it's so soft and it smells so good. Like I wash this hair once a week, and it just, girl, it just smells so good. And it got baby hair and shit. I don't like that. You can see the lace a little bit there, huh? Just a little bit. But it's like here. You can part it all the way back here. Yeah, the back right here. Just there's a little bit of lace right here too. But I love it. So I'll probably give you the link. Plank hair. It comes black, and I dyed it this color. I could have just went all out and went all the way blonde, but I wanted to slowly process it. You see like highlight shit. It got like caramel brown. It got some reddish colors in here. There's blonde highlights. I think this side got more blonde than this side. It looks really pretty in person. It looks really good. Especially like after I wash it and shit and I let it air dry. I do not put a dryer on it. Oh God, I just love it. Mm-hmm. Love it, honey. And it's so lightweight. You can't even tell it's a wig. It's so lightweight. You know, right now, like I feel the wind going through my scalp and shit. It's breathable. And I think the density is only like 132. I think it's the low density. But I realized that the shorter the hair is, the more dense it appears to be. The other hair I had was like 26 inches, so it looked really thin. I didn't like that. I said, no, ma'am. And then Eve was gonna put tracks and shit in it, but I said, I'm not about to do that. This wig is perfect. I think this is 16 inches. Yeah. I think this wig is 16 inches. 16 inches, and it comes to my nipple. 26 come past my ass. That's why people say 40-inch wig, girl. 40-inch tracks, girl, will be like to the back of my leg. Like, honey, I have a very short torso. When I tell you I have a short torso, y'all, like from my waistline to my boobs is literally this. This is the waist. This is the boob, y'all. I kid you not. I got a very short torso, but I got very long legs, honey. 40 inches to be exact. I can wrap it around anything. Yeah. I could be a stripper. Yes, girl. I can kick too. I got some very strong legs. I could kick your ass to a whole nother country, girl. Get that bitch. Yes, honey. Calling here, Farron. Nearly fat. I know that's right, honey. Come on, Orals and almond milk. Yes, honey. Nothing compares to almond milk, honey. It doesn't. Oh God, I love almond milk. Almond milk is so amazing. They have a new one called oats milk. I think that would probably make me very plump, more plump. So I'm gonna stick with just the almond milk. Yeah, the almond milk. And you let the Oreos, you know, you let it get like gooey and stuff inside the almond milk, right? And the cocoa of the Oreo will break into the milk. So then you take that spoon and you get the cream because the cream stay whole. And you chew on it, you're just like, Or you get it right when it's starting to get soft and you just take the Oreo and you just, oh, I'm gonna do a mukbang with it. Oh God, let me do a mukbang later or tomorrow. Show you how I eat my Oreos and almond milk. Love it. So good for you, honey. Yes, honey. It looks cute. I love laying down my wig edges. Oh. See, I don't really have time to like do all that, you know. Like, same thing with like makeup and shit. Like, I can't go into the contouring and highlighting and all that good shit. I don't got time for that, bitch, because I really don't need it. Okay. I really don't need it. So like I said, just to go into all that, this is too much work. Bitch, I'm just trying to get up and go. Okay. I'm trying to get my ass up and go do what I gotta do. Now, when it comes to doing certain things, yeah, of course I'll sit here and I'll take my time and do things. But like I said, bitch, we don't need it. So we're not doing all that. I love throwing just a little, like today we did a little pink and a little purple. I love that, honey. Little pink with a little purple. And I think okay. Also, I think the little glue got up there. That's how we did, girl. Ain't no highlighting and contouring, girl. We don't got time for that, girl. We don't got time for that, girl. We don't got time for that, darling. Put on the liquid and then the stick, and that's it, girl. You gotta go. We don't got time for the highlighting and baking and honey. This thing, no, ma'am. Girl, I'm so ready for the blue activation. I know. Come on in here, KM. How you doing? Listen, I'm ready too. I'm actually putting together everything. Like I say, I'll be getting my little thing on Friday with all the basically an introduction. I may even put it in a video. I think that it might be easier and just tag you all in it somehow, some way versus emailing, because it's like I'm y'all. Anubis fell, y'all. Anubis fell straight. You did it. You're not a cat trying to climb somebody's leg, bitch. You're not a cat. You're a dog. You're a dog. Honey, he almost fell, y'all. That would have been horrible, huh? He's like, oh my God. Oh, mama, I don't feel. Anubis got a birthday coming up, y'all. Your birthday's coming up. Yeah, y'all. Anubis you see when I said his birthday coming up, he said, what? What, bitch? How old are you going to be, baby? How old you going to be? When is your birthday? How old you going to be? Anubis got a birthday coming up, y'all. And the older he gets, the crazier he gets. So I don't know, this year we might let him go run in the water or something, honey. We might take him to a park full with a lot of trees so he can go pee on all the trees. He like peeing on every fucking tree, bitch. As soon as Anubis go for his walk, y'all, the first thing he marks on, he'll mark on it. He'll mark on the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. He'll go walk around, come back, do it again. So he don't leave nothing untouched, nothing unpissed. Okay, listen, y'all. Shake your waistline to the baseline. Come on in here. Naomi be dark skinned with them long legs. Come on in here, Naomi. We love Naomi. Yes, honey. Tastes like a tres leche Oreo. That's the same way I do it. And almond milk is lowering calories. I love almond milk because I love the way it tastes. I'm not a fan of milk. Milk used to give me a very much nasty taste in my mouth growing up because, of course, we didn't have almond milk and all that. But milk would just be like, ugh. And so even going into whole milk, so like non-fat milk, would taste better to me. But the 2%, 5%, or 1% whole milk, girl, that shit was nasty. And my cousin used to like take the Oreos, they used to take the cinnamon buns and dip it in the milk, and I'll just be like, bitch, how can you do that? And then they breath smell like milk and shit. You know what I mean? They talk, and you're just like, damn, bitch, hot milk. No, ma'am. It would smell funny. The crazy thing about it is the only milk I used to love was Crystal's milk. It was in a pink carton in school, and that was really good. Very cold, y'all. It had to be ice cold. But I'm not really a fan of milk. I'm really not. I'm not a fan of milk when it's hot. I'm not a fan of milk when it's cold. I do like the milk when it's mixed in with the cereal, though, but I'm not a fan of milk. Almond milk, when I first heard of almond milk, I said, bitch, I got to get it. I got to get the almond milk. And I've been hooked ever since then, girl. We buy it by the carton. We get multiple cartons at a time. I think there's 3 cartons there now because the drink is so much. Usually with the Oreos and milk, or if I'm hungry but I don't feel like cooking, then I'll pour me a cup of it and I'll just, guzzle it down. All that good stuff, honey. Come on in here, honey. I'm trying that Mexican fruit salad tomorrow. They got cactus salad too. Yes, honey. That's called Napolitos, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, or Napoles. Okay. Napoles ensalada. Yes, honey. Cactus salad is very good. I used to talk about it on my other channel. Cactus salad is very good. Cactus is a good alternative to lettuce. You know, cactus tacos, cactus burritos, cactus stew. It's all so yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Anyway, listen, y'all. I hope you guys have a good night. I gotta go. Anubis thinks he's gonna go outside again. He's really not. Later, he's gonna go outside, but he's not going outside right now. Okay, you go outside 3 times a day, not 5 or 7. Okay, 3 times. You go outside 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. You don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because you want to go smell somebody. Because the dog's in heat and you want to go smell her to see if she peed somewhere. Yo, nasty motherfucker. You ain't going out there. Ooh. He just blew his nose on my arm, y'all. This motherfucker is so rude. He think he's going outside. He is so rude. He is so rude. Just blew his nose right on my damn arm. And then you think I'm taking him outside. Bitch, you ain't going nowhere. Enjoy yourself. Janet said it so well. She said, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, baby, because you're not going there. He want to say something back so bad, y'all. Anubis get into an argument battle with me, y'all. He'll go, that's what, or he'll go, woo, woo, woo. You know, if he feel lazy, he'll bark at me, fighting back. But today he might not be in the mood, y'all. Telling me off like he running shit. He ain't running a motherfucking thing. Anyway, y'all, let me go. That's what he's doing, Farron. He's smelling that new community cooter. Yes, honey. Cooter cutters. Come on in here, Cooter County. Y'all remember Cooter County? Come on in here. Listen, you guys. Speaking of that, let me go get me some of that. I want me some deep fried tacos. I want me some fried mini tacos. Yes, honey. You can stop trying to climb on me because you fall down and you break your legs, honey. You're not going to the vent. We're going to let you out. You're going to run away. Bye. Bye, girl. You ain't going to no vent. You want to do what you want to do. Yeah, I broke my arm when I was 3 years old, y'all. I broke my arm when I was 3. And I remember that pain like it was no other. And y'all, my mom said, stop playing on that couch. And we didn't listen. My cousin and I. We kept playing, y'all. And my mom said, okay. Y'all, I flipped on that couch. Bitch, my arm stayed here. And I did that flip, y'all. Oh, my God. When I tell you it was here to here. Oh, girl, I remember that pain. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, girl. The ambulance came, girl. They gave me all these damn shots. Girl. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. That was traumatic for me, y'all. That was fucking traumatic. I had a cast on my fucking arm, y'all. I felt so hopeless and shit, y'all. It wasn't that long, though. It wasn't that long. I think I had my cast on for about 6 months. It was about 6 months, y'all. It was horrible, though. Horrible. Anyway, good night, everybody. I hope you guys have a good night. TwoSpiritMister.blogspot.com, TwoSpiritMister@gmail.com. And I know I kept you here longer than when you needed to be here, but I need to talk about some stuff, honey. It always comes to the light. Hallelujah. It always comes to light, bitch. And don't let makeup, hair, or anything fool you. Bitch, we see right through you, girl. We see you. Bitch, we don't fuck with you. In any way, you can't sit with us. You can sit with the bitches that are like you. Shout out to them. But that's it. Because y'all need to stick together. Anyway, love and light, everybody.